Hello.
Hello.
Alrighty. I think we are
Hello.
good. So
Hello.
I am going to pass it over to GM Jojo to take us away with Avatar.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our game of the day. This is Avatar Legends. We are going to be jumping into a little one-shot today for y'all. I'm GM Jojo. I will be running our little story for today. You can see all of our players' names underneath their faces. We'll just go around. Everyone can say hello. You can give your give your name and your character's name. We will go into character descriptions after I do a little intro. We'll start off with TJ.
Hello. I'm TJ. My character is Kulok. Um, I'm a guy. I play games, not online, mostly. Uh, yeah, that's me.
Wonderful. And B.
I'm B. You can find me as kindranger on Twitter, and I just threw up a start playing profile to do some GMing there. Yeah.
Fantastic. Vinny.
I'm Vinny. I'm online as Rhythmic Hale. And I have all of the social media that I'm not active on. And I've just gotten and started to do more actual plays because it's fun. Really fun.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Last but not least, our friend with the green headphones.
Howdy, everybody. I am Matthew R. Dawson, aka Scruffy Wanderer on the tweets and the instas. You can typically find me on my channel, which is Random Rhapsody on Twitch and on YouTube. We do a lot of different AP content, so come check us out. And today I am playing Brick, the Earthbender.
Heck yes. And I will be the game master for today, the mediator. I will be playing all the monsters and other characters that you will be seeing. I'm a professional game master. I've been running games, primarily D&D, for the last half decade. But today we're doing something a little different. As a reminder, there's a donation chart for this game in particular. If you want to help out our players over the course of their adventure, or help me out to throw some complications their way, whatever you would like. We've already got a $30 donation, so +1 to the next 3 player rolls. So
Woot woot!
whenever
Woohoo!
keep that in mind. The next 3 players that roll, you get to add +1 to your roll.
Thank you.
All that being said, I think we just get right in. So, our story today takes place in Republic City. Those of you who are familiar with the Legend of Korra will know that this story takes place after Season 4. The spirit world and our own have been merged. There is a spirit portal in the center of Republic City. The city itself is rebuilding after a major attack upon the Earth Kingdom and Republic City itself. And the Avatar at the moment has absconded to the spirit world and is not available should particular problems arise. We come today to the old Cranefish town within Republic City, a much more rustic appeal to the city of to the Republic City, and we come to the Flying Koi Carnival. A former very popular annual event that took place in Ba Sing Se, which has now been moved to Republic City. It is full of circus performers, cartwheelers, acrobatics, jugglers, fire explosions, fireworks, and all manner of kites. It is a beautiful and kind of resplendent expression of all manner of different cultures within the city, within Republic City. Our group here, our four friends, have made their way to the Flying Koi Carnival, have already partaken in a few events, would have witnessed some cartwheelers, some jugglers, perhaps even met some street performers, street magicians here and there. It is a colorful and bright event where you can see children scurrying about. There are vendors of all kinds, shapes, and sizes. Before we get into the meat of our little story today, I'm just going to turn the floor over to our players. There's a couple things I would love to hear from you. First of all, I would love an introduction to your character. Give us your name, your pronoun, a little bit of what you look like, and then your favorite little memory that happened here on the circus today. It's entirely up to you what it is you witnessed. And let's, whoever would like to begin, the floor is yours. If no one says anything in the next 5 seconds, though, I'll just point.
Well, Artos is an older man. He's about in his 50s or 60s. He wears a gi, has long blonde hair, keeps his hair tied back, wears an airbender bandana, and an amulet given to him by his master and grandfather. He has yet to look what's inside, but he's always worn it. And favorite memory of the carnival today. He was able to beat the ring toss. Got a very large stuffy.
Well, Brick will go next. Brick has had much fun at the carnival. Brick has been walking around and seeing all sorts of fun things. He never sees this much stuff in his home village. Brick is a very thin young man, very reedy with a bright face. He always wears green and brown, like most in the Earth Kingdom. Brick is from a rural hamlet, very small, just 70, I think, ish. I don't count that high, but far away from here. Brick is an earthbender. And Brick's favorite memory was seeing the jugglers throwing the rocks in the air and catching and throwing again. Brick tried to make more and throw them to see if they could do, and it worked for a minute. But then they all fall down.
We love Brick.
Wonderful.
Oh, Brick, you simple person, you.
My character is Kulok. He's a young guy, kind of mid to late 20s, dressed in kind of classic waterbender or water tribe clothes, all blues, but with a necklace with the Fire Nation symbol in the center. Yeah, his favorite memory was the ice dancers. Yeah, just love sitting, watching them dance around and create little sculptures of ice in their performance.
Awesome. Last but not least,
Tetley's Tetley's been kind of tailing along with Brick, and he's really a nice guy, and I'm kind of younger. Tetley's 16, just over 5 feet, and kind of shaggy hair and clothes a little mismatched, a little torn, a lot of green, but then also a lot of black. And kind of going through the carnival, not really watching the carnival itself, but more watching for what's going on behind the scenes, the people who are kind of trying to con people or take from others. And so Brick and I, we went and there was this thing where you had to throw these balls at these little duck. What's a duck creature in the Avatar verse? What
Turtle ducks.
monkey ducks? What
Monkey
was
duck?
that?
Turtle ducks, aren't they?
Turtle ducks. Yes, little turtle ducks, and they had to throw these little balls that had all the different symbols of the elements, and throw them at the turtle ducks and knock them over. And Brick was having a great time but kept losing, and I saw the grift going on behind the scenes. And so my favorite thing was kicking the jerk who was trying to get all of Brick's money and making sure the Brick won, because
It was so hard at first, but it came easier.
yes, it did, Brick.
Incredible. So you all had some fun throughout the carnival, got to see a myriad of performers, experience for yourselves a few of the festivities, try out some of the events on hand. However, all is not well, and as Tet Lee noticed, there is indeed a little bit of shady activity happening within the Flying Koi Carnival. As a matter of fact, you, the four of you currently are standing in a little side space, essentially a kind of a bit of a large tent, and you have just finished a conversation with two people, Detective Zimming and Leia. Detective Zimming has informed you all that a woman by the name of Rose has disappeared. It is Leia's daughter. They have not seen her for well over 24 hours. She's not one to go off running and disappearing. Last she was seen was here in the carnival. There are only a handful of suspects in the case, but Kulak, you are familiar with Rose. The two of you at least have had passing conversations over the years, so you know her to be a fairly reserved young lady. Her mom a little overbearing, perhaps, but with Rose's disappearance having happened, Detective Zimming believing the carnival to be at the fault, since, according to Zimming, since the carnival has arrived in town, there's been a little uptick in criminal activity within Republic City, especially within Old Cranefish Town. So she's on the hunt for anything and everything of suspicion. As you, Leia would have been extremely distressed during this conversation. The detective, in this moment, offering to handle the investigation herself and take all the work for herself. But Leia, with Kulak's connection, thinks it might be nice to have perhaps a member not of the police going around asking questions, doing a little bit of digging, and perhaps getting to the bottom of this as quickly as possible. Detective Zimming would have eyed you all pretty thoroughly, curious about how you've come to this city, and if you have any particular connections to the Flying Koi Carnival. Yourselves, as we've kind of established, you've not partaken in the carnival all that long. None of you are members of it, nor have you been here excessively lengthily. So Zemming would inform you that you may assist in this investigation, but it is her case. So any information you find comes back to her so that she can ensure that the Republic Police know that she did a great job, and that hopefully that will mean she can work her way up from detective and actually make a name for herself within Republic City. So this being said, you have amongst you a myriad of directions to go. There are in play at the moment, as far as you are aware, there's the Flying Koi Carnival itself. There's a lot of performers. There's a ringleader, and the ringmaster Peng is in charge of the Flying Koi Carnival. There is also within this area the Paper Lantern Triad, a gang of sorts that hasn't been spotted in the carnival itself, at least not stirring up too many issues. And the detective herself wanting to get to the bottom of what it is that Rose was doing here in particular. So in terms of yourselves, you can decide how it is you would like to approach this current problem. If there are any further questions you'd like to ask of Lee or the detective, now would be the time before you are let loose on your own to do what you like. Brick.
Brick have question. What investigate?
Zemming would look at you, her eyes narrow for a moment, wondering a few of the directions that question could insinuate. She looks at you carefully. Are you asking what investigating is?
What?
Don't mind him.
His vocabulary is a little limited.
What
Lee,
vocabulary?
It's okay, Brick. Don't worry about it.
Are
We're going to solve a mystery, Brick. Find
Ooh.
someone who's lost.
Yeah.
Brick don't know.
It's okay. You'll find out soon enough.
Okay.
When was Rose found missing?
Well, she has not been seen for the last 24 hours. So, in terms of when, we can't say, but she was last seen entering the carnival yesterday in the morning sometime.
Was she by herself?
Zimming looks to Leia, who kind of wrings her hands and nods. Rose doesn't often go out on her own all that often, but she said she wanted to check out the kites, and so I said that we would send one of her handmaidens with her, but she insisted otherwise. And she never returned home. And when I did send a few of our workers to go into the carnival, they could not locate her, and no one had really said that they'd seen her. So I'm not sure where she would have disappeared, if she even made it to the carnival exactly. That's where she told me she was going.
And how old is she again?
She's 16.
Oh. Well, this should be a cinch.
A cinch?
Is it-
What do you mean?
A 16-year-old should be able to handle themselves in a carnival.
She's a young woman, and she's studying to be a philosopher, and she's very good in school, and she has a bright future ahead, and I do plead with the lot of you to please do your best to find her and return her to me.
Of course, you don't need to worry. We'll find Rose.
Can I? Above the table, Tetley's looking at this lady and is immediately suspicious. So I think I just trying to kind of figure out if she's, what her up and up is. I'm looking at the basic moves and thinking about assessing the situation.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so this is our first roll of the game. So what you're going to roll is 2d6, and you are assessing the situation, so you'll be rolling with creativity, and because of our wonderful donor, you'll also be adding a +1.
Thank you, donors. All right, so I have a +2 on my creativity. It's the highest stat for Tetley. And did it roll it, or did it just think about it? Did not. Okay.
Nay.
Roll. There we go. I got a 12
Oh.
plus.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Ah,
Plus
dang.
3.
Oh,
You
and,
literally got-
plus 3.
Heck
So
That's
yeah.
the highest you could have gotten. Incredible. Well, so because you got 10 plus, you get to ask 2 of the questions of assess the situation. What here can I use to blank? Who or what is the biggest threat? What should I be on the lookout for? What's my best way out, in, or through? Or who or what is in the greatest danger?
okay. So I know that these questions with Avatar are generally answered above the table. They're not going to be answered in character.
Correct.
So I think what should I be on the lookout for? Because Tetley always thinks it's a trap. And who or what is in the greatest danger? Because as Tetley is a bit of a runaway,
Mhm.
whether or not it's Tetley's choice, she automatically is assuming that Rose was probably treated poorly and took off.
Gotcha.
So that's what I'm looking for.
Okay, so what you should be on the lookout for I would say would be I would say in this situation you want to be finding people who could be interested in kidnapping Rose, as well as the demeanors of those involved. And then it's who's in the greatest danger was the second question.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well, currently in this situation, Rose would be presumed to be in the greatest danger simply because she's missing. But between Leia and the detective, both seem equally distraught. Leia more so with a kind of an external visible struggle, while the detective seems to be kind of internally stewing.
Okay.
You may do with that information what you will.
Thank you.
The categories.
Kitty Cat concurs.
Yeah,
She's
is there any like
excited.
particular kite display or anything like that? Or are they
Any-
just kind of dotted all over the place?
Any sort of, sorry, what?
Kite display?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There are many. There are kite displays, and there are also spaces where kites are being flown, where they're kind of being held out for kids to kind of take a run out. A few performers have kind of taken a few where you can see the myriad of different colored koi fish just kind of stretched up through the sky.
Okay.
So Zemming would just kind of look to the lot of you, looking a little curiously at Brick, just but taking it in stride. All right. Well,
I'm Brick.
yes, I'm Detective Zemming, and if you find anything, Brick, you're going to bring that information directly to me. Do you understand?
Okay,
Wonderful.
what am I finding?
Leia looks. Rose, my daughter.
Brick would
We
like to
will.
look. Brick would like to look around for a flower.
Yeah,
I
knew
thought
that
you
was
might.
coming.
I thought you might. I mean, there are many different flowers, kind of within in the immediate area that you are in. Just outside, you see a couple of different bouquets. Um, yeah, I would say there's definitely a small bundle of roses.
Brick
Tumbled
would
out.
Brick would like to use his earthbending to snatch up one of those roses and bring it over to between them.
You're gonna use your earth bending?
Mm-hmm. Just to
Okay.
like grab a little bit of dirt, come up like almost like a fist,
Yeah.
and then slide it over.
So the ground tumbles and churns as this make fist stone hand kind of tears through. There's a couple of people walking by who just kind of get tripped up and like, "What? What is it? What?" Grabs a hold of some flour, of a little bit of flour, and yoinks it on back. And you have clutched in the little stone fist a pair of roses.
Brick, find!
No,
Leia-
Brick. Brick. Rose is a person. It's the name of a person. I appreciate the effort, but it's
Rose flower. Brick knows this.
yes,
I
yes,
think
You're
Rose
so
is a
sweet,
flower,
Brick.
but
Yeah.
it's also the name of the kid that we're
It's
trying to
okay, yep.
find.
Kulok just kind of steps in between and goes up to Leia. Knows her already. I'm going to guide and comfort. And just, it's a sort of display is to emphasize that we'll be bringing Rose back.
Okay.
Brick-
Okay.
Brick, find Rose.
You
She-
found.
Found a rose. Leia just kind of like wrings her hands a little bit, looks nervously to Kulok, and would just say, "Please, find her and bring her home. I don't want, I don't want this to get out. I don't want people to know that she's gotten away or that she's, like I don't know that if people have grabbed her up, I don't want to create a stir. So just bring her back home and we can look past whatever has happened today."
Of course, we
Your
will.
family
course.
important.
Leia kind of straightens up a little at that. She kind of, tightens her grip on her hand and she looks. Important is subjective, but we do have some wealth within this city. Our family name is known, and it would be best if Rose were found before anyone else were to know that she's gone. The
If you get a
detective.
ransom note, you'll let us know, okay?
Yes, of course. The detective as well would say we have not located anything of the like at the moment, but we will certainly be on the lookout for such a thing. Above board, where would you like to start searching?
The
I think
ringmaster.
I was thinking the closest kite display.
Kite
Since
display?
that's where she said she was heading. Yeah,
I mean,
what she wanted
yeah,
to
that
see.
works too. Yeah, that makes more sense at the ringleader. Yeah,
Okay, to the ringmaster.
the kite display. It
Kite
makes more.
display first.
It makes more. Yeah, it makes more
Yeah.
sense than the ringleader.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, love it.
Ringmaster.
Okay. So the lot of you venture out of the small tent and you head for the kite display. This is a wide and just it's a little bit of history here at the carnival because there is dozens upon dozens of different kites, all taking the shape of different creatures. There's a flying dolphin fish, a couple of iguana seals, one massive kite in particular that looks like it has been around for quite some time and would likely need repairs were it to go up into the sky again, is a manatee whale, which is just a gigantic. And very ornate kite. Looks very fragile, as do the majority of them. There are a few silver skimfish, as well as a very quirky little two-headed fish kite as an homage to the Zhanghui River. Throughout, you can see that there are kids obviously pointing and staring, big wide eyes and smiles, the occasional couple or interesting party kind of walking through, hands either clasped behind their backs or observing. There are many signs that say, "Do not touch the kites." And you can see that there are a pair of carnival workers who are keeping an eye on the display and, eyed a lot of you as you guys are walking through and about.
As we're walking up, Ardos says to the group so that nobody else tries to say to the group that nobody else can hear. How are we supposed to ask questions about a missing child without letting anyone know that the child is missing?
Ignore that part. They're family friends. They run in the same circles.
I'm
The
also
finding Rose is far more important than whatever reputation they're trying to uphold.
it's
Um,
true.
I agree. Yeah.
I also could, I'm the same age as her, and if there's something shady going on, maybe she's not the only one. So,
Are you saying you want to be bait?
I'm just saying it's a like I'm here. So it's a possibility. I don't care. I don't care. Because all I have to do is get in there. If she's been taken somewhere. I'm just saying.
Well, I have seen your bending. You would be able to take care of yourself fairly well.
So
I
Yeah.
mean, it's an option, but I want to ask
maybe
some
we should
questions first.
split up into two group. Like maybe Brick and I can go to one side and I can just kind of wander and Brick can kind of
I'm Brick.
right.
Yes.
Brick, you just kind of
Yeah.
hang
Yeah,
out with
you
me.
Brick.
Yeah,
And then
I'm
the
gonna go
two
with
of you
Kulak.
can
Yeah.
just see if anybody pays attention or if anything seems because like and she's gonna just look right at Artos and just be like, because I mean you're so old, you're really intimidating.
I mean,
It's truth. And she's like, come on, Brick.
It's a
And
little
just
bit,
grabs
little
Brick's
bit.
hand and starts walking over towards looking for like a group of teenagers or what seems to be like the happening.
Brick
Kelly,
has been holding the roses that they grabbed this entire time,
Yeah,
and
okay.
he's just like,
My
"You
heart.
forgot flowers!" as he's being pulled away.
Tetley, I take this first. It might help,
Hmm?
and just tosses a bag of coins to you.
Ah.
Ooh.
Jingle
Oh.
very obviously, I- just in
Oh.
case that's what she was taken for. If you're going to be bait, might as well be
Okay.
good bait.
I'll tie it on my belt right next to my rock, so it's real obvious.
So
Oh,
as we're
okay.
separating, I want to make sure that I'm keeping an eye on the other two if they stay in eyesight, because if Tet is gonna be bait, I'm gonna keep an eye on that.
Okay. So who's going with whom?
Me, Ardos, and Kulak are one side, and Brick and Tet are the other side.
Got you. Got you. Okay, sounds good. All right. So, Tet Lee and Brick, the pair of you, you explore the kite display for a little bit, and yeah, there are definitely kids running about. And yeah, I think it wouldn't take too long for you to notice a small little group of teenagers who are gathered in a circle, and they can see them kind of laughing and chuckling to each other. There is probably about half a dozen of them, and they're kind of standing in a circle and just kind of staring into the center. You can see a few of them shifting about a little bit, and they're kind of cracking some jokes, and you hear a little bit of laughter.
Hey, Brick,
I'm Brick.
do you know any good jokes?
What did the rock say to the rock?
I don't know. What did the rock say to the rock?
What?
That's the best joke.
Two of the teens who kind of they're kind of the nearest to you, they kind of do a little glance back and they see like the two of you. And because they've kind of opened up the circle, you do see that in the center there is this kind of small little it looks like an earth bent bowl that is a decent size, and it looks like you can see that there are little marbles inside that are kind of rolling and clinking about. It looks like they are playing some sort of game.
Oh, that looks like fun.
Mm.
There we go.
One of the teens kind of looks at you and smirks, kind of flicks his little dark hair. He's like, "Oh yeah, you think you can handle it, big guy?"
I handle many things.
All right, well,
I handle rock. I handle dirt. I handle ground.
everyone else in the little group of 6 has all just kind of turned and looked. They're mostly boys. There's one gal in there who has kind of her hair up in like a really tall top knot. They look like they've got little dirts kind of scuffed around their hands, their knees, their feet. They don't look particularly wealthy, but they look at you lot and they're like, "You ever played rock marbles?"
Rick loved rock. He learned from the moles.
Okay, now, Brick, don't hit yourself with the rocks this time, okay?
What?
That's what I thought. And she just nods like knowingly and watches the reactions of the rest of the group, which is who she said it for.
Yeah, I mean they kind of look at each other curiously, and they are immediately just kind of diffused of any sort of feeling of threat. They're just like, yeah, Brick, was it? You want to come over and play some rock
Big
marbles?
Brick.
Great. It is 2 silver for buy-in.
Rick
I got
kinda-
you, big guy. And Tetley reaches in and just like pulls open the pouch that's like right there, pulls out oh, yeah, here, and just kind of tosses him and misses the bowl or whatever it looks like the silver goes on purpose.
Oh, and one of the guys kind of grabs it, tosses it in there. There's definitely 2 of the teens. You see their eyes just stay on the little coin purse that you've got, and then kind of turn their attention back. All right, Brick, come on over here. We'll show you how to play the game, and then you can see how it goes.
So you'll see Brick kind of paddle on over to there. The scene pulls back a little bit, and for the first time, the audience notices that Brick does not wear shoes. He just kind of comes paddling along up to the bowl, his toes tapping along the ground as he gets near it. What, Brick, do?
The teens kind of look. They're like, "All right." So they grab a couple of marbles. They hand them over to you. All right. So you have to drop the marbles into the bowl, and then you knock out the other marbles. And if your marbles stay in, then you get your money back. But if our marbles stay in, we keep your money.
Brick kind of looks at these marbles. They're glass, or are they stone, or
They do appear to be. You can see that there's a little like rock inside of each of the marbles. They are glass on the exterior with little rocks on the inside.
you'll see Brick kind of like just do this little shifting motion, moving the muscles, and first the shoulders, then down the back, then to the feet. And then he's just kind of rolling the marbles in between the hands, getting a really good feel for the rock on the inside. And I feel like I would like to use my rely on your skills and training for this.
Ooh, okay, all right. Rule number 2, which means you still get a +1 to this roll.
Love that for me.
Come on,
Okay,
Brick.
so that is 2d6, and thanks to this, I get to use my focus, which is a +2. So let's see
Okay.
if I did this right on here. That would be a dirty 10
So that was
plus the 1.
8
So
plus
11.
2 plus, so 11. That is
Yeah.
nice. So 10 plus means that you absolutely
Nice.
succeed. So Brick, the floor is yours. How do you just totally ace this little game?
Yeah, so imagine Beyblades back in the day, you know.
That was the reference.
Like,
Thank you.
he's got the 2 marbles between the hands. He just kind of leans over and then spins, and then using his technique with earth bending, just kind of grasps onto those. They bounce around the bowl a few times. Ping, ping. The 2 other marbles go shooting out from either side, hitting the 2 guys that were over there that we were talking to, and just pegs them right in the forehead. And Brick is just standing there. Did Brick do good? Did Brick do good?
I think there is just kind of this look of stunned shock where they're just kind of like, yeah, you did good. How'd you do that, Brick?
Brick, this is fun. Brick, first time playing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, beginner's luck. Yeah. And then three of them kind of look at each other, and they're like, "How about we do a double or nothing?" So throw a few more coins in there, and as long as if you do it again, then you'll get twice as much back.
Brick will look at Tetley, kind of like just one of those back and forth of, don't we need to be doing something here? Brick kind of forgot why he's here.
So while they were doing that, Tetley was definitely watching the other teenagers, watching the two that were paying the most attention, and trying to suss out who's the ringleader. I'm pretty good at noticing
Oh yeah.
that kind of stuff.
I mean, there's definitely a easy, quick little glance there. I mean, that also could be an assess the situation.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll happily do an assessment.
Yeah, do an assess the situation here. We're in a new area.
Right. So creativity.
Plus 3
I
again.
got a 6.
That
is not great.
And an additional +1 because that's our last +1.
So 7. Okay,
So 7.
7.
So that's great. So that means it's just a mixed success. So you get to ask one question.
Trying to decide between who or what is the biggest threat and what should I be on the lookout for. Peanut gallery.
I mean, you did say you were looking for who's in charge.
That's true. But those are both. So who or what who's the biggest threat?
Amidst the 6 teenagers, there's definitely one that you can see is standing with a little more confidence than the rest. He's still a teen as far as you can tell, but he is fairly broad-shouldered. He looks a little more matured than the others. You can see the hint of kind of like a little bit of stubble kind of starting to grow on the face that will eventually become an impressive beard in theory. And he's kind of standing, and you would notice, as you are also an earthbender, that when they were talking about doubling down, you see his stance just widen ever so slightly. He has dug his toes into the ground and has set himself in a position that looks very much like an earthbending stance.
Okay. So then before that can happen, the second, before I will kind of walk over and give Brick the coin. Tetley will say, "It's okay, Brick. We're doing it, and you're having fun, right? That's the most important thing today. We're at a
Brick
carnival.
having fun.
Yeah. So and then after like the flip of the coin, and then I have Tetley is very attuned to the ground, not top level, but even one of my my learned techniques is even sensing the environment. So like that's just kind of Tetley's thing, like just kind of feeling things, and so turning and kind of sensing that guy has set his feet. I'm gonna kind of slip back and prepare to use a little earth bending to throw him off.
Okay. You're going to try and break
watching
his stance,
and I'm going to try to break it right before he's going to do his cheat.
Interesting. Okay. So, what we'll say here is we're going to need a roll from both Brick and Tetley. So I would say for Tetley, this is either pushing your luck or relying on your skills and training. And then same for actually it may even make more sense if you're doing the help move.
Yeah, I think I will do it as a help.
Okay. Great.
So I'll mark
one
fatigue to give them a +1.
And then Brick, you can either use relying on your skills and training or pushing your luck, whichever you'd like.
So, from a mechanical standpoint, it definitely makes more sense to use rely on your skills and training. But I feel like from a narrative sense, it's really pushing your luck. So I'm
Right.
going to go with that.
All right, so this is going to be rolling with your passion, but
Yep.
because Tetley is giving you help, you do get a +1 to this.
Awesome. So that would be 2d6 plus 2 in total. 13.
Okay, these rolls are on fire today. Okay, just starting off strong. Let's see it.
Wickies.
The young man has kind of set his stance. He's watched his eyes on Brick, and you can see his right hand has just kind of twisted, and you can see that the brick, the marbles in the bowl have spun around and come to rest. And with a quick glance, Tetley, your eyes snap to his position, and you realize that he is just trying to ground those marbles in place to just stop whatever Brick is doing. And with a little, what do you do to throw this young man off? And then we will bounce over to Brick to just kind of give the final move here.
I think it's almost like a cartoon, like in Bugs Bunny when Elmer Fudd would light the fuse, or the Wile E. Coyote would light the fuse to set the bomb, and it just kind of cut off in the middle. I think it's just this like little bit of dirt that just kind of pops up in a spot and like stops the flow of the energy
Right.
as he tries to send it.
Kind of gets thrown for a moment. And Brick, how does your 13, which is again a spectacular roll, like how do you just win this marble game with no contest?
Yeah, there's the scene where Brick just kind of spreads his feet and stomps, and the toes of his on his feet just kind of grip down into the earth as he just spins those two marbles. They're going flying back and forth, and he's just kind of sort of moving and letting it manipulate, and with the help of Tet Lee, able to push those past, and boom, cracks both of the marbles. They go flying out of the bowl a second time, and you just see the two marbles kind of spin and kind of spinning at the same time, circle around each other and end in the position of yin and yang. And then Brick would just look down and look up and back and forth to everyone and go, Brick did it! Yay! Brick is so good at this game.
All the kids are just like slack-jawed. They're just like looking down. Their eyes kind of look to Brick with surprise, and then they all just kind of slowly turn and look to the man. The young man looks pretty frustrated. He's kind of grit his teeth. He kind of looks down at the dirt, and he kind of twists his foot and kind of just scatters the dirt at his feet, and also at the same time dissolves the kind of rock bowl that there. And he kind of looks at you. Wow, that was pretty impressive there, Brick. I must say,
I'm
have
Brick.
encountered. Yes, you are. So, Paulo, why don't you give the man his winnings, and we can be on our way. And a couple
Brick,
of
want to play again?
we're done playing for the day, Brick. Thanks, though.
Aww.
And the few of the kids are like, "Oh man, Pong, really?" And it's just like, "It's out. Let's get out of here, everybody." And they kind of grab up the marbles, you scoop them
Is
into
there a frozen fruit stand or anything like that
nearby
for the
Sure.
festival? Yeah, nearby.
Yeah.
Tetley's gonna say, "We didn't mean to spoil your fun. Come on. Who wants a shaved ice?"
Oh,
A few
Brick!
people look, like half of the kids kind of turn and look to you. The one who kind of had the bowl with the money in it has kind of reached out and handed you back all the money, as well as a little bit double because you guys went double or nothing. So you earned back a little bit of the money. And they look and they're like, "Really? You?"
Yeah. Come on.
Uh,
And she's gonna grab them some of the winning, or like the original money out of Brick's hand, the
Yeah.
silver that she put in, and head over towards, and then watching like if there's any adults who are paying attention, because usually there's an adult running this thing,
mhm.
and just seeing if anybody's pissed off.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
maybe
You
Yeah.
see, so you see the young man Pong, the one who seemed to be kind of the ringleader of this group, as the other teens, 4 of the 6 of them go with you excitedly to get some shaved ice. You see Pong kind of just kind of walk himself back and go over, and then there's a tall gentleman who's just kind of leaning on a nearby uh, just a basically a simple wall that goes into a little alley that moves away from where the carnival is. Um, the person himself is decently tall, wearing simple brown leathers with kind of wrapped thick belt, nice boots. And you can see he places a hand on Pong's shoulder and grips it tight. And on his finger, you can see a small little brass ring. You don't immediately see any markings on it, but it's very distinctive and it's very nice. And there is a very stern look between the two of them, and he mutters a few words before patting him on the shoulder, kind of giving him a little bit of a firm smack on the cheek, and just kind of thumbs backwards. As you're kind of waiting for the shaved ice, which is kind of dropped down, you get about half of them, and Pong just says, "Hey, y'all, let's go." And a few of them kind of look over and they're like, "Oh, sorry, we gotta run." And one's like, "Yoink!" grabs the shaved ice that they could and kind of go to scatter
Tetley
away.
says, Pong, did you want a kind?
Kind of glances back. "No, I'm good, thanks, though. You kind enough offer. We got a business elsewhere, unfortunately."
Did did the guy leave?
It looked like he was starting to walk away, but I'm gonna time here. I want to bounce over to Kulak and our other friend, um, Ardos. The pair of you, well, Kulak, first of all, are the pair of you elsewhere, or were you following and like tailing behind?
Tailing behind, just kind of making sure we have an eye on them.
Great.
But I
Yeah.
think as long as they didn't go too far from the workers, the 2 workers that you mentioned earlier, I think that's where Kulak would have headed just to ask some questions.
Great. Yeah. And so yeah, I mean, you guys would have bore witness to that entire transaction. You saw, Brick just crushing this game. The offering of the shaved ice. If you guys are keeping an eye out, you definitely would have saw the man who would have been watching this. At first, wouldn't have thought much of it, but then with that quick little exchange with Pong, there definitely seems to be a deeper, stronger connection there. But is there anything the pair of you would like to do, kind of either in this moment or between the moment of Brick winning and the shaved ice happening?
Just watching Brick winnings, just like Ardos is kind of slack-jawed and just, for as dumb as he really is good at earthbending.
He's really good. It doesn't make sense. He never practices. It's just he's just off so good.
I'm a
But
little bit jealous. I'm a
yeah,
little bit jealous. Okay,
yeah.
what are these? We're gonna see what these workers know, or
I think it would have been kind of the initial thought, but I think seeing the exchange with Pong and the other guy, I think Kulak kind of point out just I don't know. I think that guy's looking a bit suspicious. Maybe we should follow him, talk to him. I don't.
I think we might need to just talk to him, because if we try to follow him and we screw up, he'll either want to fight or run.
Yeah. I guess if we talk to him now and he tries to run, at least we're all here.
True.
Okay.
So we
And
go up to
Kulak.
the
Yep.
All right. So you guys you walk past Brick and Tetley and this gaggle of teenagers. And the guy, you see him kind of, after he smacks Pong's shoulder, pushes him aside, steps out of the alley, and starts making his way down the kind of carnival track. You guys easily would be able to step in his path or come up beside him, however you choose to approach.
Come up beside him.
All
I'll
right.
start walking next to him.
Are you both flanking,
Yep.
or are you both on one side?
I'm gonna
I
say
think flanking.
flanking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He's walking confidently. He just kind of doesn't really break his stride. As the pair of you kind of walk up, he does a kind of quick glance. I don't know you, gentlemen.
And we don't know you, but we'd like to get to know you.
Stops. Why is that exactly?
Well, there's a missing child, and you seem like a person that might know where a missing child would be.
He glances to you and narrows his eyes. I don't quite like what you're insinuating.
I don't quite like hearing there's a child missing.
It is a tragedy, to be sure. The children go missing in Republic City every day, as do adults who poke their noses into places that don't belong to them.
Those adults probably didn't have the preparedness that I do.
Well, confidence certainly goes some ways. Is there anything I can exactly help you with?
Do you know, okay, so above table, what was the,
Rose.
Rose
girl's
and
name?
then
Leia.
their family name or something?
The family name is Ruby Heart.
Ruby Heart. And then, okay. You know, the family of the Ruby Hearts, right?
The name?
Their child Rose has been unavailable since yesterday, apparently.
Oh.
And the
Well,
last time she was seen was in the carnival, going toward the kites.
kites are a pretty popular event. Uh,
And
she's
you and
gone
your
missing,
friends
you
were
say? That's unfortunate. She
Can I tell if he's lying or covering something up or anything?
well, let's see here. Bum.
I don't know the moves.
That's okay. I mean, there is in the basic moves. There isn't really like a insight check in this system per se. So I mean, there are. I'm not sure what your personal moves are exactly. If that's a way to kind of shift that. But it's more about how you're approaching this. And right now, you can see that he's pretty standoffish with you, a little cagey with his responses, but also, hasn't said anything implicating him in one way or the other at the moment.
So you wouldn't happen to know any information about why or where she might be? Anything at all? Anything? Maybe you've seen her. Maybe you saw where she went after the kites. Anything?
All right. He kind of thinks for a moment. My memory's just not that what it used to be these days. He kind of brings his hand up to his chin and strokes it.
Do I above table? Do I have any coin?
Yeah, I mean, I think all of you would have at least some coin.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Kulok is kind of used to this sort of thing. And yeah, just pulls out a handful of coin and just.
Oh,
Does this jog your memory at all?
hey, actually, and he grabs the coin and sticks it into his jacket. You know that actually, now that you mention it, the Ruby Heart, Rose, I think, yeah, she was actually spotted around near here yesterday. Uh, I think there was, oh, what was it now? Um, I saw her talking with the cabbage merchant, you know? She was having a conversation with him. Could have sworn that they were doing business, but hard to say. I didn't really pay much attention. But if there's any sort of that's the last place I would have seen her. To be fair,
What,
I don't know one way or the other where she would have gone, but I'm sure he knows.
what about your crew over there?
Oh, Pong? It's just a few kids who are looking to make a little bit of extra coin. Um, they, you know, they do well. They're pretty creative types, and they get to experiment with their own skills and bending. And well, if we're not going to teach the younger generation how to behave, what are we even doing with ourselves?
I meant more, would they happen to have any more information than you? Because Rose is about their age.
I suppose you could ask them. But if there's nothing else, I do have business to attend to.
If you could wave them over here so that they'll actually want to answer our questions, I'd appreciate it.
He kind of now this I would like you to roll. This is going to be a plead check. You're pleading with this NPC to ask for a little bit of help. It's not a super big ask, but he
Right.
already has given you the information he has. So this is a roll with harmony.
Okay. Okay. Roll with harmony. 11.
Oh, very nice.
Nice.
Okay. Let's see. On a 10 plus, yeah. Without, doesn't even hesitate, glances back. Oi, Pong, snaps his finger, and the lot of you, and just points, and he says, "Best of luck," and he trots off.
Thank you kindly.
With that being said, Tet Lee and Brick, the four of you now kind of see, you glance, you see that man walking away from your two other companions. Pong looks over as he was kind of about to kind of turn down the shaved ice, kind of sees over. Business never stops. And they start walking over to these here individuals. So you all are together again. The teenagers are kind of looking at you guys. So what are you needing? The kids kind of look around at each other, and then they just kind of turn over to Pong, who just kind of crosses his arms and looks at you guys. All right, I'm Pong. This is my little group. What's going on? What do you need?
Brick have
We're-
shaved ice.
Hold
Good
on,
job,
Brick.
Brick.
He's always like that. Yeah. We're looking for someone. Your friend there said that he saw her talking to the cabbage merchant. Girl named Rose, about your age.
Rose.
Quiet girl. Keeps to herself for the most part.
It's like she kind of has an overbearing mom.
Yeah.
Brick
Yeah.
has Rose too.
They
She was looking to cut loose a little. I spoke to you?
Right. Rose. Now I don't know that name. Doesn't sound super familiar. He kind of looks at the other kids. Any use? And you see the one girl who had kind of her hair popped up in the top knot kind of goes, yeah, I think I know. I mean, I know a Rose, but she's not quiet. She's pretty, I don't know, loud.
She
She,
might have
Well-
been over by the kite stall yesterday.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I feel like I feel like I heard her. She was like, if she's got like short red hair, right, and like like green eyes. And Kulak, you would. That's her description.
That's the one. Yeah.
Oh
She's
yeah, no, she was
quiet in front of her mother.
Oh yeah, she was pointed and yelling at one of the carnival jugglers, saying that they were just like in the middle of the street, which they technically were, making a fuss and making lots of noise. But yeah, I mean, I didn't really. We never talked. I just know her name.
Okay.
And Pong at that would just say, all right, Gia, where was that? Oh, that was just, and she just kind of points a little bit ways down the street, which is away from the kite market, and heading kind of over to where the ringmaster tent would be.
Okay. Yeah, do you know what the juggler she was arguing with looked like?
Oh yeah, short, stocky, bald, and had a little neck tattoo.
Oh, okay. Should be easy to find. Well,
Apparently
thank
unique
you.
to have a neck tattoo. Yeah.
Okay, is that
Thank
everything?
you for your time. Yeah.
Pong's like, all right, guys, let's get out of here. Good luck.
Thank you.
And
Sorry. She's gonna go up to Pong and say, I didn't mean to get you in trouble. And she's gonna hand Pong the same amount that we won.
he kind of looks
And
at
then
the
just
coin,
and not like then just turn it.
Yeah. kind of pauses, doesn't say anything, and pockets the coin and joins back with his little friends and goes about. Very nice. All right, team. What's next?
I think I want to talk to the cabbage merchant first, and then the juggler, and then the ringmaster. I think that's a good order of people to talk to. What do you all think?
Okay.
Makes sense.
Sure, I
Yeah.
think I got what I needed to get.
Brick has shaved ice.
You might have a cabbage next.
I
Cabbage
don't
is
think
good.
those go together.
all right, all going to go together to the cabbage merchant.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. So striding through the streets, it's about midday by this point, so the sun is nice up high in the sky. The smells of festival food is kind of just coming through and really kind of alighting the senses. And you can hear, and you can just hear, cabbages, fresh cabbages, get your cabbages here, whatever you would like. Come on now. And you do see older gentleman, tan skin, ploufed of a goatee, and the quintessential kind of green and yellow outfit, uniform of Cabbage Corp. And you can see him standing in front of this very nice sized cart, with just a massive bundle of cabbages, just kind of set on top. Most people are just kind of going to and fro. No one is stopping for the cabbages at the moment. He's just like, come on now, come, cabbages for you, cabbages for everyone. It is a delectable food where it can be used in all manner of hello. And he kind of sees the lot of you coming forward. Are you interested in purchasing any of these delicious cabbages today?
Brick would like a cabbage.
A cabbage for you, sir. Yes, good. That'll just be 1 gold piece.
Brick will hand over the empty cup that had the shaved ice.
That is not coin, sir.
Took a bite.
Here's your gold.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
That's some expensive cabbage. Is it buy one get one free? It should be buy one get one free at those prices.
We don't currently have a buy one get one free offer at the moment, but I can float it up the chain and see what the boss thinks. Unfortunately, demand, demands prices.
Everyone's kind of ignoring your cabbages. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of demand.
Hey, everyone bought the cabbages yesterday. Everyone seems to be perhaps full on cabbages today at the moment, so it's still the price
Interesting.
of what it
Well,
is.
You should try
Speaking
dipping
of-
them in chocolate.
You would sully the crisp crunch of a cabbage in the smooth attachment of chocolate? I can't even imagine such a thing.
A
And I
crunch
refuse
with a
to.
caffeine boost.
No, I'm choosing to forget that you've said these words in my brain, and now is only cabbages, and there is no chocolate.
Okay,
I think
that
I'm going to do that as well.
That aside, just forget the chocolate covered cabbage idea.
I have. Yes.
Excellent.
Brick would like some sauce.
Sauce.
Have you tried chocolate?
Listen here, if you're all going to talk about chocolate and trying to ruin a perfectly good cabbage, I will ask you to move on from this place and continue your conversation elsewhere.
We
This
actually
is
had
good, but needs sauce.
different
Mind your own sauce,
questions.
Seltzer. We don't sell sauce here, we sell cabbages.
Brick, we'll get you sauce later. Just hang on. What you we heard tell that you had a conversation with a kid by the name of the Rose yesterday, and we wanted to know where she might have gone after that, if you by chance have any information on that.
Rose.
Red hair, green eyes.
Oh, yes. Yes. She was taken along with Daisy, my turtle duck. I reported it to the authorities, but they didn't seem very concerned that Daisy was gone.
She took your turtle duck?
Well, they were. She was petting Daisy, and then walked a little bit too far from the cart, and then yes, I saw a pair of tall individuals just come up and put their arms through her arms and walk her down and away.
Oh, so Daisy
What-
was in the
oh.
wrong place at the wrong time.
Yes, poor Daisy.
Which direction did they go?
That, and he kind of just points off of the direction, kind of leaving the carnival, and heading kind of down into some of the side streets of the old Cranefish town.
You saw a child get kidnapped and are worried about your turtle duck?
I reported Daisy being captured. Yes,
Did you tell
s-
them that a child was also taken?
I believe I mentioned it. It would have been silly not to. I think I
You did?
said that the girl had Daisy and in her hands, and then Daisy was taken away by these ruffians.
And you decided not to do anything when you saw a child get kidnapped.
What am I to do? I'm just an honest merchant, a cabbage merchant, no less. Look at these arms.
Cabbages are
These
weapons
arms-
if you're aiming.
What?
Cabbages can be
be
weapons.
weapons. Have you noticed how
I'm
sharp
sorry.
they are?
Are you insinuating that this delectable food, this nutritious, delicious food, would be used as a weapon of some kind?
Would you rather I say that they're mushy?
Brick will, Brick is standing behind Tet Lee, and he's holding that cabbage that he's taking a bite out of. He'll just squeeze it and smash it.
Squishy.
Okay, I think it's time for us to go. Thank you for your
Need
time.
sauce.
We'll
Cabbages!
be on our way.
You-
And I'm starting to walk away.
Yep.
He's aghast and just like watches you go with just big drop jaw.
We paid for it. We can squish it or dip it in chocolate if we want to. Goodbye.
Please return to Daisy. Please return Daisy to me. Oh gosh.
Well, we'll try.
And he
Yeah.
just kind of shakes his head. Oh my goodness.
As we're walking in, Ardos mentions it through. Okay, so We know the direction that she was taken. Do we really need to talk to the juggler or the ringmaster? Would be worth getting any more information from them, or
I wonder
After
if it was
this way?
before or after the juggler.
yeah.
after the juggler?
Well, if the guys took her before the juggler or after the juggler, like
That's
maybe
fair.
she was taken to the juggler. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it.
It
I mean, all
seemed
we know right now is a direction. If the juggler or ringmaster are in that direction, then we can stop. But I think best to follow the way she went.
All right, all right.
Tetley's gonna run back to the cabbage guy. Excuse me. I'm gonna buy some more cabbages. So she reaches down and grabs some money out and says, I would like, do you have a bag for 4 cabbages?
Oh yes. It's a copper for a bag.
I'll pay for the bag. Here you go.
Grabs
And
the
she'll
bag.
pay, so it's 4 cabbages. She's gonna get 5 gold and then say, did you happen to notice if either of those men had like a tattoo on their neck?
Oh,
Or if they were
Kinda-
wearing a really shiny brass ring?
oh, I don't think I noticed any rings. I would say I think one of them did. I saw on the side there was a small little
Okay.
symbol on the neck.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. And
You're
she'll
welcome.
just
Thank you.
turn and
Enjoy the cabbages.
run. Oh, we will. And she'll run back to Brick and be like, in case we need to show anyone how easily you can squish cabbages. And she'll just hand Brick the bag.
Brick has been this entire time looking for more flowers. He'll take the bag from Tetley and then hand the cabbage merchant a daisy.
Thank
Oh,
you.
no.
Brick, find! And then go skipping off after Tetley.
He places the daisy on kind of like the little corner of the cart. Oh, that's actually kind of nice. And so the lot of you, are you following the direction that the cabbage merchant pointed, or are you going to try and find the juggler?
Well, is Ted mentioning the tattooed neck juggler was one of the people that
absolutely. So she runs back. Okay, so we said that one of the guys did have that tattoo on his neck.
Okay.
Okay, we
maybe
need to talk
best
to
to
the
look for the
juggler.
juggler then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to talk to the juggler at the
Okay.
very least.
You begin sifting through the carnival, trying to locate a short, bald juggler with a tattoo on their neck. That's the information you have. You ask around. No one seems to have seen this particular individual.
I think also just kind of keeping an eye out for anyone else with a tattoo on their neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys observe and sift through, trying to spot anyone who might be sporting a neck tattoo. You actually do spot a couple. As you're kind of going through, you can see that kind of standing near. Oh, we just got so we got a $25 donation. So the next player gets a +1.
Hey.
And we did
Yeah.
also get a $100 donation. Give the cabbage man some rolls to deal with those pesky. Okay. Sounds good. Cabbage man will be back.
I did
Boy.
tip him.
Mm-hmm. You did. That certainly will help. Fantastic. Okay, so walking through, you do notice the first people you spot is there are 2 individuals. You see they both have a little neck tattoo. It appears to be a small square. I guess it'd be like a little rectangle with a hint of orange and like a little paper white. It almost looks like a paper lantern.
Paper
And
lantern gang.
And you can see that they are grabbing some shaved ice and they're just chowing down and kind of, talking amongst themselves, nonplussed and unbothered being here.
Hmm.
Well,
Do you keep going or look at those are the first ones you spotted?
I
we
think
talk to
knowing that
them?
it's probably the same tattoo, want to speak to them, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
They're kind of like chowing down as you kind of come on over. One of them elbows the other. Hey,
I motion to Tet and Brick to get on the other side of him, behind him.
Rick
Okay.
probably would not understand that and instead just pick out a cabbage and hand it straight to the two people as they're eating.
no thanks.
Cabbage is good.
Right.
Cabbage Corp is taken to some interesting mascots.
You wouldn't. There's You wouldn't happen to know any jugglers, would you? That happen to have the same tattoo as you?
Yeah, we know a
Short,
few
bald.
jugglers. Yeah, I mean, who's that? It's Jing, yeah? Yeah, I think Jing's the juggler. He's, yeah, he got hired not too long ago, actually. They seem to really like him.
Oh.
Mhm.
Would you happen to know where he might be?
Yeah, I think he, although made the way to Nunya.
Oh, of course. I get out a couple silver and hand it to him. How about now?
Oh. Hey, thanks.
Do you remember where he is now?
Nunya, I told you.
Of course.
Is that close to here?
None of your business.
We need to find him because he was one of the people that talked to Rose yesterday.
Rose? Yeah, what's her deal?
They were apparently having a heated conversation, and she disappeared shortly after that. So
Huh.
we need to talk to him.
Jin tell you about that? No?
Now that I'm thinking about it, the cabbage merchant did say that the two people that took Rose were tall, not short and bald. But they did have tattoos.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's paying attention? That's what, and Tetley's watching as Kulak and they're all kind of talking. Tetley's kind of trying to fade to the back to kind of like
Sure.
just look around, see who's watching, and
At the moment, you do a quick kind of glance around the area. You would, from where you can see, most people not bothered. There's the few people kind of going to and fro a few places. But I think, yeah, I do hear birds. Is that me? Where are the birds coming from? There shouldn't be birds in here.
I don't know.
They're in the
Okay,
walls.
As long as it's not just me, because that was tripping me out.
Yeah, no worries. I think I would see from where you are, I'd say a good 30 feet away, you would clock that there is a fella who is watching from where you are. Definitely, you can see he's decently tall, wearing similar kind of garb to the two that you're talking to. He's just got his arms crossed, but that's about it.
okay, that's what I'm paying attention to.
All right, great. Kulak, you have just kind of said out loud that some people took her. And one of the guys kind of gobbles down some of the shaved ice a little quickly and goes, "Oh, brain freeze." And then the other one just kind of looks at you and is like, "I'm sorry, are you insinuating something that I don't appreciate?"
What's insinuate?
Imply.
Suggesting.
What's imply?
Suggesting.
Brick.
Look, maybe you should let the adults do the talking. Yeah.
Rick will kind of
I'm-
look around and then look to Artos and say, "You should talk then."
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. We have somebody that saw you, well, not you, but people with neck tattoos like you, scoop her up and then take her away. So we need to talk to whoever did that, or
Uh-huh.
the juggler.
Well, if what you're saying is true, then it sounds like this Rose has got herself into a bit of a pickle that a lot of you probably aren't qualified to deal with. So I suggest you take yourselves away from here, go carry on, enjoy your carnival, yeah?
You don't know what we're capable of. Thank you very much.
We don't know what they're capable of, eh? Oh, and then they both just kind of like squish the remainder of their like shaved ice, just kind of drop them. And the one guy just kind of reaches up and gives a little whistle, a double little like toot, toot, with a little bit of an extended second one. And then you just hear, "My cabbages, no!" And you see kind of tearing down, kind of ripping through the center. You see the cabbage cart tumbling forward, just splitting cabbages kind of off the side of the way. And there is, you can see someone who has their hands on it, and they're just barreling forward as quickly as possible. People are just fleeing and kind of lunging out of the way as it comes barreling down towards the lot of you. Brick.
Could Brick attempt to catch this using earthbending to make a sort of like a Hot Wheels car loop-de-loop? Yes.
And I would like to help him.
Okay.
Yes.
I would say this is probably relying on your skills and training. And with the help,
I'll fatigue to help.
Mark of fatigue. You get +1 to this roll. You also get another +1 because you got a donation.
Yes. So with the help and with Ashley N's help, thank you, Ashley N. Love you. I get to roll this with a +4.
Oh, and I can choose it after the help. So if you don't need it, I can actually save my fatigue.
I feel like I don't need it with
Oh
that.
my
So it would
God.
be a 13.
But I'm gonna save it.
Good God.
Yeah.
Please.
So
Okay. You just the cart itself rips forward, zooms all the way up around in a circle. The person who's like holding on to it is kind of like as he kind of goes up and around. And then the momentum does kind of slow all of the cabbages just tumble down and splatter and bounce and just kind of split everywhere. And you just hear a cry in the distance. As the cabbage merchant loses all of his merchandise for the day, and is tragically upset.
Rick would
Ardos
then
kinda-
go. Sorry, good.
Ardos looks at that, looks back at them. Any other tricks you want to try before we take care of this?
They're gonna look side to side, and they are going to run.
I'm gonna try to trip them with a gust of wind,
Okay.
or attempt to anyway.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so what I'll say, I'll give you. This would also, I would say, probably be rely on your skills and training. If this is a fail, we're going to enter into an exchange.
Okay.
But if you do succeed, then you'll trip him up, and we can continue with the scene.
Focus.
So with using your skills and training, this is a focus roll.
To 7.
7. Okay, so that is still a hit. You do so imperfectly. Okay, so
I love that.
you can either so how this will work is that you would successfully trip them but you would also, but the wind would essentially kind of cascade forward and tear through the nearest shop stall and knock over some civilians as well, which will create a significantly more, a larger disturbance. Or you can mark fatigue, and so you can accept those consequences, or you can mark a fatigue, and you will not successfully trip the baddies.
I'm gonna trip the baddies.
Okay.
So with the gust of wind, I get to a stance and blow the gust of wind forward, hitting their backs and having them land face first on the pavement. Well, cobblestone road, whatever.
They hit the ground and kind of skid along for a moment. The wind kind of tears through, and you see the nearby shop just kind of blow upwards. And someone's like, "Oh, no, 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 no!" And they kind of grab a hold of it. The entire exterior just kind of blows upwards. The fabric reverses, showing kind of the skeletal interior of it and the myriad of small little gems and necklaces that are contained within. However, so the guy who was pushing the cart is on the ground because he fell. And so he's just kind of a little roughed up. The other two who tried to escape got bowled over by this blast of air. And they just kind of smack down and kind of look up back at you.
Try to surround them.
Very good, very good. With the four of you kind of moving in, all the people around certainly have just kind of moved aside and kind of backed away from this situation, eyes on you and a little nervous. The people on the ground kind of look up and you're gonna regret that. And as you stand over them, you look down and you will have an opportunity to question these groups when we come back from a little bio break. Is that 5-10 minutes?
I believe 10. It was 10.
10?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll be back in 10 minutes. 10 minutes, I think, should be plenty. When we will return and see the exciting finale of our little Avatar story. Stay tuned. So, last we left off, our adventurers, our little group of benders, had made their way through the oh my god, the koi fish? Oh my gosh, my brain. The flying koi carnival, where they are on the hunt for Rose Rubyheart, a wealthy daughter, the daughter of a wealthy diplomat, and have gone their way investigating where her whereabouts have been, stopping to chat with some teens who seem to be connected to a mysterious gentleman, investigating the cabbage merchant, discovering that he bore witness to the kidnapping, but only really reported his turkey duck being taken because it happened at the same time, and learning that this may in fact be the paper lantern triad involved, thanks to their very identifiable neck tattoos. You discovered a pair of them who were eating some shaved ice at the carnival, and when you stopped them to interrogate, they attempted to get away. They tried to even use the cabbage merchant's cart against you, but Brick created a beautiful loop-de-loop structure which just kind of derailed that entire situation and ruined a lot of cabbages.
Cabbages are squishy.
And now we have found ourselves here, back where we left off. The two that you were talking to tumbled upon the ground. The other one just right unconscious, having been dropped from a good 10-15 feet and amidst the pile of cabbages around you. They look at you with a look of frustration and shame. And we just kind of look up. Yeah, what do you want?
We just want to know where Rose is.
That's
Ooh,
all.
I don't know. No, I don't know where Rose is. Kind of like they kind of try to pick themselves up, but they just kind of stay sitting on the ground. You know, a lot of people who are out and about have kind of tumbled away because this was a pretty big blow up here. And striding over as you guys are talking, you do see a Detective Zimming. She kind of is rushing up to the situation and says, "Don't worry, everyone. This is a Republic police matter. Everyone, please just step aside, move away. There's nothing to see here." And she just kind of comes over to join you lot as you kind of look down. And she looks at these two and would just be like, "Huh, Paper Lantern Triad appears to be."
Yeah, a couple of people with neck tattoos resembling theirs, I guess, scooped up Rose and walked her that way.
Huh. And she looks down at the two. "And what do you have to say for yourselves?"
I'm Brick.
Thank you, Brick. We didn't do it. We, the two on the ground are just like, "Hey, we don't know nothing about this here kidnapping, this grab up situation you're talking about. That wasn't us. We did not partake in any of that situation. We heard the name Rose before. It sounds familiar. But we don't know. We don't know them. You're barking up the wrong tree with us."
But you do
Arthur,
know the juggler with the neck tattoo with the bald head, right? Whose name you said was Jing?
Artos kind
Yeah.
of squats down. Yeah, where exactly is this Jing?
He's back at the stone kettle. The tea shop. He's not juggling today.
Where is that?
And they kind of point off in that similar direction that you guys had looked at before, the direction that Rose had been dragged off to.
You're certain that's where he's currently at?
Yeah, the two on the ground kind of look at each other. Yeah, he was he's on water boiling duty today.
Do they
What's
seem like they're
water boiling
lying?
duty?
Well, that just means he has to stay in the kitchen and boil all the water for the tea. Because it's a tea shop.
Makes sense.
They
What's
don't
your best
seem
go
like they're
speak to Jane?
lying. That you have them in a pretty precarious situation. You know, the four of you, you showed off your own bending, and I mean, Brick and you both showed off your capable bending skills. So they don't seem like they're trying to kind of get one up on you at all.
Okay. Anything else you know about Jing, or maybe the two that scooped up a kid?
Tell you what, I would say by this point, this is probably an intimidation of these NPCs. We do also have a +1 to each player's next roll, thanks to another donation. Thank you so much, chat. So for an intimidate, it is rolling with passion. If you hit, they will choose one, and on a 10 plus, you have to pick one of these things that they cannot do.
Okay. Intimidate.
Can I use the help action
Uh-huh.
by dissolving the loop-de-loop and just kind of like enclosing them with it?
Absolutely. Yeah. So mark a fatigue off for yourself, and
Got it.
you get an additional +1 on this roll for Arcos.
Okay. My roll of passion, I get a +2 already, and then an additional +1 because of the donation.
And then additional +1 for the help. So you're rolling with +4.
Well. That's a 10.
3
There we
and
go.
3 plus 4, yeah, 10. Okay, so 10 plus first. So you get to choose one of these things that they cannot do, which is run to escape or get back up, back down but keep watch, they give in with a few stipulations, or they attack you but they're off balance with a condition on each of them.
Pick something they cannot choose.
Yeah, you pick one of those that they cannot do.
Let's say
They
give
cannot
in.
run or escape or get back up.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, then I will say they're going to give in with a few stipulations. So they're just going to say a donation. Oh, thank you, Zelda. +1 to each player's next roll after the next one, or +2 with the last donation. Oh, okay, nice. We'll say that the next player can get a +2 on their roll, thanks to that donation. Thank you, Zelda. Okay, so the thugs on the ground just kind of stuck in place, and they're like, look, I'll tell you what I know, but you just gotta swear that you never saw us, and we just get to go on our way after we have this conversation. Yeah. And they look at the detective.
I don't even know who you are.
What?
Why would I care?
Great. Awesome. Yeah, amazing. So what I know is that Rose has been seen a few times with Hua, who's the right hand of our boss. Our boss's name is Kong. You want to watch out for him. He's tough and he's real skilled. But yeah, Hua is his second in command, and there's been a couple of times where we've spotted those two together, and we don't know what's up with that. But
Did
don't
the
think.
conversation seem heated or complimentary?
Oh, they seem like they were get along peachy keen.
Okay.
Now Hua's Hua's pretty young. She's I don't even think she's an adult yet fully. I want to say she's 18. 18. He looks at the other one. Something like that. Yeah. But she's also quick. She's quick-witted, she's real sharp, she's smart, and Kong really listens to her. But yeah, no, the Rose been seen hanging around with her, and Kong don't take too kindly to that sort of behavior. So that's all we know. That's all we know, I swear.
Okay.
Okay.
Guess best
And
go to this tea shop then.
they get up and they scramble.
Friends, or are they sweet on each other?
We ain't seen nothing. I mean, they bolt. They run. The guy who's unconscious is still unconscious. He's still just down amidst the ruins of the cabbages.
The cabbages.
And Detective Zimming will say,
Weird.
all right, I will deal with this one, points to the unconscious one. I'll take him in and see if we can get him to answer any further questions and blame him for this, well, myriad of mess. Try not to create too much more damage to the locations and investigations. But I cannot go to the Stone Kettle. It's well, police have a rough time in that location. It is it's confirming from what they said. It sounds like the Triad likely has their base within, or at least it is a meeting place for them, not somewhere that the police should frequent. So, you lot go there, investigate what you can, and I will be nearby should things become afoul.
Okay.
And Zimming will go over and start kind of taking care of the unconscious fella as the four of you gather your things and venture away down the alley to head for the stone kettle.
Sounds like a plan to me.
All right. I could use a cup of tea. That sounds kind of nice, actually.
So, you leave the Flying Koi Carnival. The sounds of it beginning to kind of dim off in the distance and kind of get quieter in background. Also the population significantly diminishes. There's no longer civilians kind of running to and fro and all around you. There's no kids nearby. But and as you go through, there is a small little kind of restaurant row in this area, little fish stores here and there. And then you spot the little dingy sign that just says the Stone Kettle. It's tucked away, and you see it is a small little tea shop. Very simple doors, and you kind of look in and look inside. Where you do see, at the moment, there's like one customer sitting down in a corner, looks to be like an older gentleman, kind of sitting there, long gray beard, very heavy eyebrows. It's hard to tell if he's even awake, but he is sitting in front of a tea. He's just not moving at the moment. Behind the counter, you see a young woman with short, dark hair, kind of with a very simple brown outfit on, and she looks very bored with the situation.
Does the old man have a tattoo on his neck?
The old man does not have a tattoo on his neck.
I would like to go up to the person behind the counter.
Mm-hmm.
I would like some tea!
Oh, well, you're very excited. That's great. We've got pretty good tea. Simple black tea, all right? Or do you need jasmine?
What?
What kind
I
of...
would like some tea!
I think just your basic tea would work for him.
Is it tea for everyone then? For 4 cups?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yes, please.
All right, go have a seat. I'll bring it out in just a sec.
Do you have a restroom?
Of course, yeah, just kind of off the side there. You'll see, tucked away.
Thanks.
Brick will walk over to a stool and pick it up and say, Now what do I do?
You sit on it, Brick.
She said I had to get a chair to drink tea.
I'm gonna let y'all handle that. It's gonna
Yes, please.
keep going. And she kind of steps around back and disappears for now.
Yeah, you sit, you put the stool down, you sit down on the stool in front of the table, and
I
then
know
drink
how
the tea.
chairs work. Why she say to have a seat?
That's a saying for telling you to sit down,
Yeah.
Brick.
She just looks confused for a moment and pulls out a cabbage, sits the cabbage down on the table, sits down on the stool. This is not nearly as exciting as I hoped.
Oh, I'm sure it'll get more exciting
Yeah.
once we start asking questions.
Coming out of the kitchen, you see the young woman kind of standing with a tray. She comes on over, pulls out and kind of takes the 4 cups of tea. They're steaming very thoroughly, and then she sets down the pot just kind of in the center there. All right, anything else I can get for the lot of you?
Rose!
I'm gonna peek in the back during this and see if I see the bald guy steaming.
Yeah. You
Eating tea.
kind of she's distracted right now. And you kind of do a good little glance, and yeah, you see a short, squat, burly, bald man, just kind of sitting. And he's just kind of arms are kind of folded up near him, and he's just staring and watching this giant boiling pot. And you can see like a bunch of different teapots beside it for kind of like scooping in. And yeah, seems to be very bored. You would also notice that there is a small stairwell that goes down from the kitchen and heads down below. You don't see anything kind of from there. Other than that, the interior of the kitchen, very tiny. This store, pretty tiny. It's like they've got minimal amount of selection of teas and options. They don't have any food. It's not even like a fully functioning kitchen. It is just for making dark, strong tea. When you say Rose, there is a look of startled recognition on the woman's face. And she just says, I beg your pardon?
Brick will hold up one of the flowers that he still has.
Oh. Sorry. I thank you. I don't need the flower. Very kind of you.
You seem to have a kind of visceral reaction to when he said Rose. What would that be?
Sorry. I mean, no, it's I think I was just thinking of something else. You don't just hear people shouting random flower names in the middle of the store.
I'm Brick!
She pats you on the shoulder with like a reaffirming, just kind of like, yeah.
I mean, like Rose with red hair and green eyes?
Yeah, what about her?
Well, she was last seen taken here by two of your guys with the neck tattoos.
What?
So, where is she?
I'm sorry, you said that she got taken by two of my guys.
Yeah.
And she kind of
got scooped up with a duck, goose, something.
A turtle duck. Yeah.
I'm going to slowly go to the back door just in case somebody tries to leave out the back.
She looks she looks all angry. Like you can see like her brow is very furrowed. She's just like, okay. She kind of stiffens
Kua,
up.
is it?
Yeah. Who are you?
I'm Brick!
We're just looking for a missing kid, that's all.
A family friend of Rose. We know you guys are close. We know Kong doesn't appreciate that.
How does Kong know?
Some of your friends have seen the two of you together. Yeah.
Okay. And she kind of glances around, looks around the store. And you guys were hired to find her?
More or less.
Yeah.
And the juggler Jing in the back there, who's watching tea boil, might know where she is because she was last seen having an argument with him before being carried away.
Okay. Just give me like 1 second. And she goes over to the old man sitting at the other table, and she does a little knock on the table, and he goes, hey, sorry, mister, we're closed. So you're gonna have to meander your way home. I didn't finish my tea. Well, it's on the house, so you can get some tomorrow, but we're closing up shop early today. Well, okay, if you say so. I like my naps, though I don't like them being interrupted. I'm sure that won't happen again, but she just kind of gently but firmly lifts him by the arm. All right, I'm going. And he just kind of waddles his way out. And she shuts the door. All right. And Tet Lee, where are you in this moment?
So I've kind of gone back towards where the kid, I saw the guy staring at the water, and then kind of wanted to find a way to either, I don't know if there's like a back door or something, or a way to kind of keep an eye on the back door and just in case he tries to bolt?
Yeah, there absolutely there is a back door as well as the stairs that go down into what look like a basement. Um, and she's like, "Okay, do you want to chat with Jing, or do you want to go downstairs?"
Yes.
Okay, I'll let you guys have a chat with Jing. I'm gonna see if Kong's home. And she goes and she's like, just gestures for you to follow her, and she walks kind of around back, and is like, "Hey, Jing, we got some friends here who want to have a conversation with you. Just let them know whatever you know. Okay?" "What? I don't tell nobody nothing." "Yeah, but I'm telling you to tell them what you know, and then you can carry on with your day." Did I hear you right? You said we're closed?" This is be kind of when you guys will kind of walk up. These people are going to ask you some questions. You let them know what you know, and then I don't have to find out what you know. Okay? Okay. Good talk. And Huey just kind of hops over the banister and goes down the stairs. All right. Hi.
Hi.
I'm Brick.
Hi,
Hey.
that's Brick.
I'm Jane.
Yeah, we're looking for Rose. Girl, red hair, green eyes. Argued with her in
Yes.
the street yesterday.
Pretty
Yeah.
heated conversation too.
Yeah. I mean, it just got like a little heated. She just, you know, she didn't know that I was working for the carnival. She thought I was sneaking, but I wasn't. I got hired, official like.
Congratulations. That's pretty good. Nothing else. There was nothing else with that argument.
Well, I mean, she said that I shouldn't be, uh, that I shouldn't be in the carnival if I was gonna be. She thinks that I'm just like no good, right? Because we're part of the paper lantern, so she thinks that we're always not up to good things, which is not accurate. So I told her that she better watch herself, because we've seen none of yous are cops.
What? No, I've
No.
never heard of a cop. What is
No.
that?
All right. Well, we saw that her and you, were getting kind of close, so I told her that she should watch herself, and that she's going to be going around threatening us. She better take more care, right? You know?
She.
Yeah.
How did a little girl threaten you, is part of a well-known gang?
What is that? I mean, she wasn't threatening. She was just like raising her voice at me, which was a little, rude because I was
So,
performing.
so you threatened a child because she was upset with you?
Hey, I just informed her about the situation that she's in. She's a rich girl. She understands that, you can't just like go around doing whatever you want.
Right. Well, she's missing now and carried away by two people with neck tattoos like you.
He glances back towards the back door where Tetley is. Oh, that's
Oh,
weird. I didn't tell nobody to do that.
Okay,
you're
we're not saying that you specifically were involved in this, but if you were, where do you think she would have been taken?
hypothetical.
Uh, yeah. He kind of looks side to side. He's now realizing there's this man is not a quick-witted fellow. And there's a lot of information on his face in the next few seconds. There is, I shouldn't be talking to these people. I should leave. I'm surrounded. Huey knows these people. I'm supposed to give them information, but I probably shouldn't tell them. And it's just there is just this very obvious like internal struggle of like I'm not sure.
Telly's gonna saunter and break his concentration.
Uh-oh.
Just gonna kind of walk over and say, I'm pretty sure your boss, Hua, told you to cooperate with us. And if you haven't noticed, we're above you right now. So I suggest that you realize where the food chain is, and that if you want to stay in the food chain, you should cooperate. And so she's going to try to trick him into thinking that we're part of the crew.
Okay, love it. So with a trick, you're going to be rolling with creativity. This is the next roll, so you get +2 to this.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
And you're rolling with creativity.
All right.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
10 plus 2
Hey.
be 12.
Oh my god. So because you have tricked him with 10 plus so 12, you get to pick
Yeah.
2. So they stumble, you take +1 forward while acting against them. They act foolishly, and the GM tells you an additional opportunity, or they overcommit and they are deceived for some time.
I think that they are going to both act foolishly
Mhm.
and that they will overcommit.
Great. Oh, hey, I didn't realize. I mean, y'all do you have like those covered up? I just thought I didn't realize that it was. Oh, okay, no worries. Yeah.
Some of us are beyond needing that.
Oh,
I'm Brick.
Brick, I'm Jing. So yeah, I mean, well, so I had a talk with Kong after the big fight, because I mean, after like getting yelled at by a girl in the carnival, apparently some people saw it, and so yeah, so he asked me about it, and so I told him all about it. You know, I said like, she's been seen with Hua, and he said what? And I was like, yeah, she had been seen around, and they're like, I don't know, they're chummy or whatever. And he said that he would like to know more about that, so he got 2 guys, and he said he was going to have a conversation with that girl. So they I was told to keep watch here, make sure nobody went down there, because that's where she is.
Oh. And Kulak just immediately heads downstairs.
Oh,
just
you're
follow
not
along.
allowed to be. You have to go
You
down
did
there.
great.
It's you.
So you
there's
should
a-
watch this pot like you
need
were
the-
told.
You need the
Watch the
password.
pot.
You need the
What's
password.
the password?
The password is turkey duck.
Of course it is. Watch the pot.
Oh yeah, okay. Bye, Brick.
Goodbye.
And you guys go down the stairs. There is a door there, and you do see that so you basically go down the stairs, and then it curves around and comes to a small little door, little black rickety door, and in front of it there is a short, squat gentleman with his arms folded, and he looks up at you. Password?
Dinner.
Turkey duck.
Turkey duck is the one. Grabs a hold of the door, pushes it open, and you guys are able to go inside. The door shuts, and inside you see a fairly, relatively simple interior. It's much larger in the basement than the up top. You can see that there is a myriad of boxes kind of set along one side. You can see countertop tables that are just kind of peppered with a bunch of different objects. You can see shiny golds. You can see a lot of stacks of paper and writing. There are 3 individuals who are kind of sitting and kind of like picking their teeth. And then another pair who are over near a door. There are 2 doors in this space. I guess 3, including the one you came in from. There's one set of double doors at the direct back, and then one taller, just kind of nice, simple, dark wooden door to the right. The smaller one has a person kind of leaning in front of it, and the double doors doesn't have anyone in front of it. The three people who kind of look over at the lot of you kind of just stand up in kind of unison. Oi,
I start walking toward the double doors
double doors.
without saying a
Dinner!
word, confidently.
Okay, and just kind of watch you lot go. You confidently kind of step forward and press on the double doors, and they open. Where you see two individuals. One that you immediately recognize as Hua, who is kind of leaning on a table, on a desk, and kind of staring at a man who is sitting behind a desk. The room here is it's a decent sized office. But everything is closed. There is there's a counter that's closed. There's a wardrobe behind that is closed. It's fairly neat in here, but you do see a a tall gentleman. He's like fairly broad shouldered, and is just kind of got like a very square jaw, and like a couple of nasty little scars just kind of peppered around the chin and neck. And he's looks to be nonplussed, unbothered by whatever this conversation is, though he does snap his gaze past her and slams his hands and stands up. Did you bring somebody here? He looks at Hua, and she glances back. Oh, well, these are the people who heard that Rose got taken. So, whatever you've been trying to pull at, you weren't as subtle as you thought you were. Look here, I don't know who the lot you exactly are. Ortash, you want something?
Um, in the middle of his next statement, Artos is gonna use airbending to do a double kick to close the doors behind him, or try to.
The double doors that you guys went through?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, easy enough to open them and close them. Yeah. And he just kind of he looks at the lot of you with just kind of sneering and kind of clenching his jaw. So, they heard about it. That's fine. You lot are what? Just here to pick up a kid?
We just want to pick up a kid. We don't care about anything else.
Good.
I'm Brick.
He's Brick.
Yeah. So,
Dinner.
Hua, before we
Later, Rick.
let these individuals take Rose, I just need to hear from you that you won't be seeing her anymore. Why does that matter? I don't like you associating with the upper crust type. You're getting too close to proper society. And that mingled in with our business sounds like it's bad for business. I disagree. I think getting to know that kind of family might actually benefit us down the line. Yeah. Well, from what I hear, it's a little more than friendly. And Hue just kind of, notice her kind of stiffen, and her hand just kind of clenches at her back. I, you don't have to, what I'll tell you is that the fact that this crew, and that it doesn't look like any of them are the police, is that I think Miss Rubyheart is wanting to keep this a little quiet, keep this a little on the DL. And I'm all right with that. But for you, I just need you to, assure me that I'm not going to have any issues with the two of you again. And you guys see in this moment Huey, who's been pretty calm and composed kind of this whole time. She's kind of clenched her fists and teeth, and she locks eyes with the big man. Hi, Artos?
Would it be possible to use the technique rapid assessment, or is that only combat?
Oh, I mean it's a move, so I mean I'm pretty sure you can. Is it specifically say it's for an exchange?
Become prepared to act on the answer, and you may call it your plan to an ally. It's quickly taking your situation far faster than normal. Ask one question about
It's
the
one of-
situation at hand.
It's part of combat because it's
Okay,
Okay.
then yeah. So yeah, but you guys could absolutely
evade and observe.
yeah, you could definitely do an assess the situation if you would like to, because in terms of like moves, they can happen rather rapidly
Okay.
if you're wanting to like, yeah, get a read on what's happening or get a read on the sitch.
I want to get a read to see how close Huey is to punching Kong.
Got you. Yeah, I mean, I'll just roll to assess the situation. We'll see kind of what you glean. You do get a +1 on this,
Huzzah. Plus,
and you're rolling with creativity.
that's 11.
Nice.
11. Okay, so you can ask 2 questions. Yeah, 2 questions. What here can I use to blank? Who or what is the biggest threat? What should I be on the lookout for? What's my best way out, in or through? And who or what is in the greatest danger?
What here can I use to subdue Kong and restrain him?
Oh, in the room itself, I wouldn't say I mean, brick, yeah. A full-on fight, yeah, probably. You can tell simply by looking at Kong that he's not someone who could easily be restrained. And there's not a lot in here. There's no like rope or chains or anything like that that would be like an easy get to kind of grapple. But there are some heavy objects if those were set down upon someone, for instance.
And then I know the way out. What should I be on the lookout for?
What should you be on the lookout for? I would say being on the lookout for any quick action, like any speedy actions or like what's the word I'm thinking of? They are a triad, so they're a gang, so there's plenty of things that they could do that might be suspicious. But you know, the obvious of taking a particular action toward you, the idea of if someone looks like they're cutting off your escape or trying to surround you with any kind of that particular behavior, that would be something to definitely make note of. And also, I suppose, being on the lookout for Rose herself, if she has indeed been taken here directly. However, Hua is very stock still, and she waits, and she breathes. She lets out a long, slow exhale. And those of you who are watching would actually see, like, the hints of steam coming out of her mouth, and like but she just cranes her neck and says, I promise, Kong, we let Rose go, and then I'll never see her again. And then he stares, and he keeps his eyes on her very carefully. All right. Get her out of here, then. And Hua nods, turns on her heel, her fist still very clenched and very upright. And she walks forward. Come on. and just says that to the lot of you.
Ardos nods
Follow
and
after.
follows her.
Yeah.
Kong steps out from behind his desk and just kind of leans on the desk and watches the lot of you kind of leave his office.
I'm going to close the door behind me.
Brick will put a cabbage on the desk before he leaves.
You have like 2 cabbages left?
Yeah.
After that, yeah.
After that,
Yeah.
there's 2 left. Yes.
All right, fantastic.
Gotta keep track of those
Great.
cabbages.
Keep track of the cabbages. I'm going to use them.
No, it's great. I love it. Hua goes over to the other door. She opens it up and kind of goes inside, and you see there is a small room where there is a single guard who's kind of sitting, keeping watch. It's not a prison, it's not like a jail, but it does appear to be like a holding place. You do actually see that there does appear to be on the ceiling of this room, there looks like there's a myriad of chains that are just kind of like currently held up, and they're not dangling or anything. But there's quite a few chains up there. And you also see that in the back corner there is a section of just burnt coal, as well as on the other side there appears to be this kind of groove that looks like it would just kind of fit of like a person, just kind of like in the wall. That would be snug, I think is the best way I can describe it. And you do see just kind of sitting at a stool with kind of some rope around her wrists. You see a young girl with disheveled red hair, fairly nice clothes. The bottoms of which are a little dusty and dirty, but other than that, she looks fairly well put together. And Hue kind of walks in and looks to the guard. Hey, Kong said we can take her. Get out. Oh, okay, sure. He gets up, walks past a lot of you. The door shuts behind him, leaving you, Hue, and Rose alone in this room. Rose looks up, and immediately you see like recognition and relief in her eyes, and Hue immediately just rushes forward and like grabs her by the hands. It's just like, "Are you okay? Were you hurt? Did they do anything? Did they hurt you?" And Rose is like, "No, I didn't. No, they didn't hurt me. They just had some questions. The rope's a little tight though." And Hue says, "Oh yeah, hold on a sec." And she brings up her hand and her fingers, and this little thin line of fire just goes, and she just slices it real quick. And Rose just kind of gets up and rubs her hands and wrists. Okay. And Hue kind of cups her cheeks and says, "Okay, we have to go. We got to get out of here. Okay."
Are they really going to just let us walk out of here?
Hue
That seems too easy.
we just got another donation, so each player gets another +1 onto the next roll.
Heck yeah.
Excuse me.
Y'all are
Thank
gonna
you.
continue succeeding on all of these things. Hue nods to Tet Lee when you say that. I don't know. I think Kong believed me when I said that
So
to Rose.
obviously you're a bender. Rose, do you bend anything or no?
Rose kind of shakes her head.
Do you
No.
at least know how to fight?
1 second. Is she? Let me double check. I don't. Yeah, she's she would say, I know very little bending. I do have some understanding of fire bending, but not a lot. of it. Hua would say, if we get into trouble, we'll be fine. They should let us leave. I'm second in command here, so
I'm fully expecting to have to fight to get out of here. Or them barricading the door up there.
well, I mean that wouldn't do them any good if we're stuck in here. Look,
We're not stuck in here.
Well, that's true.
I know we're not stuck in here. It's we can get out. It's fine. Rose, I told him I told Kong that I wouldn't see you anymore. Rose looks, what do you mean? What do you mean? It's and then Rose, Huey has a tough time answering immediately. And then Rose would just grab her hand and say, why don't we go now? Like we said, and just get out of the city. You're crazy. Now? Well, yeah, I mean, and then Rose kind of looks to the four of you. You guys are here to help me, right?
Yeah. To get back to your parents. After that, you
Yeah.
can do whatever you want.
Well,
If I go back to my mom, she's not going to let me out of her sight again.
Again,
you were really just supposed to make sure you're safe, right?
Yeah,
Like,
getting Rose back
that's
to
the
her
important
mum
part.
isn't the. We won't get paid, but that's fine.
Especially if you did something
she's
like
safe.
said you were going to be really loud if we didn't let you go, because she really did say to be very quiet. Very quiet.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. All right. Here we go. So as you guys are having this conversation, you hear a heavy thud from outside the door. There's just a thick kind of and everyone immediately kind of glances in that direction. We all heard that, right?
Yeah.
That sounded like the door being locked.
Yeah, that's not great.
Let's just go out the back.
Rick, Tet, if you could please.
What do you mean? I mean, there's no back. We're in the basement.
Rick will walk over to the wall and just put a hand on it for a moment and then turn back. Tet Lee, let's go out the back.
I think so. Come on. And start just like pulling rock out.
Yeah, so I would like to use my earthbending technique, rapid tunneling.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Tell me more. Tell the audience more.
So Rick spent his early developmental years playing in the dirt back home in his village of here. He just loved to help till the vegetables, and the badger moles taught him so much about how to work with the earth and how to bend and things like that. So you just kind of see Rick put both hands on the wall there and begin to start scratching at it, but just chunks of earth are starting to come back, and he's just creating a literal tunnel. Rick is having a good time today, as he's just literally just melting away the earth around him. Because this is his mastered technique. He is very good at this.
Amazing. So with two earthbenders, one of which who has mastered this tunneling capability, you make a perfect wide tunnel directly in the wall, and you begin carving your way through. And you move pretty quickly at this, and you are shifting forward. Now, my question for the lot of you is, Brick, who is leading this tunnel, I don't imagine knows the geography of the Republic City terribly well. So
I'm not from here. I'm from here.
Yeah. So I guess a little question I have for the lot of you is, where do you think you're going to pop out? And who is anyone trying to direct where Brick is going?
I think
when-
Kulok is a little bit, but it's just like points in kind of not quite like a 60-degree direction. It's just that wheel gets back inside the carnival, or back near the carnival.
Near the carnival. Gotcha. Okay. So you guys leave, and you do hear behind you, like, shouting. And Hua and Rose are walking with you. They're holding hands.
I'm
as-
gonna try to go back and collapse it behind us.
Oh, nice. Very good.
And Brick is just
That's
singing
my
the entire
specialty.
time.
That is also your specialty?
Mine is collapsing. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Amazing. Incredible. Amazing.
Synergy.
So as she's collapsing it, Brick is just singing "Secret Tunnel,
Tunnel!
Secret Tunnel."
Tunnel. Everyone knows the Secret Tunnel song.
Of course.
Incredible. So amazing. You're digging the tunnel. You're collapsing the tunnel, which means your pursuers are unable to directly chase behind you. Okay, we got another donation. Thank you, Owen. Also, I want to thank Annie the Goblin for giving that before. So each player. Okay, so I think if my math is correct, all of you currently have a flat +1 to whatever next roll you make, but the first person to make the roll has a +2 currently sitting.
I have a +3 from all the ones that have stacked up.
Oh yeah.
Kulok's got a +3. Okay,
Save it.
Yeah, I
stacking
think
through.
I've got 2. Right now, I think.
Okay, amazing, incredible. So all that being said, no issues with your tunnel traversal. You guys venture through out of here, surging upwards. I would just like, I don't think this is any particular move, but I would like a dice roll here. So for Brick, I would like you just to roll 2d6.
Okay.
Yeah, and just roll it. You can, and then you have a +2, you said?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
So and just
Yeah.
add that to it.
Okay,
We'll
I
see.
just-
I just want to see what number we settle with on that.
Oof. That
Oh,
was terrible.
Finally,
no.
a
Yeah.
low roll.
Oh no.
Okay,
Ooh,
great.
That
yeah.
tracks.
Fantastic. So even with a +2, that's still only a 5.
I love that.
Which is a miss. So, your traversal through the tunnel goes well. The singing of the secret tunnel is great. Everyone gets to be in a blissful mood. Hua and Rose are really stoked and happy. And then Brick, you start to tunnel upwards. You start to move higher. You start to kind of angle a little bit. And as you do, you kind of venture a little bit. You're not quite sure exactly the direction you're going, but you're following the motion of the rock, and you know that it's leading you to the right place. You're very confident in this. And you surge up, and then you pop up, and there is just a little plume of air and space. But there is a you are in an interior when you pop it open. You see some lanterns and some light in places, and you hear a couple of voices as you pop up, and you see in this room probably about a dozen guys who are like sitting. You can see some people in like in gis and training outfits. You have tore through the ground of what appears to be a dojo, and you can see numerous people kind of looking side to side. Hey, and they point at you.
I'm Brick.
And then you see this guy who steps up. He is tall. He's like 6'3", lean. Has his gi kind of opened up so you can see that he is just shredded. He does have a pretty bad burn mark across his chest up the side of him. His hair is this plume of brown that's kind of shaved on one side. He's got a very aesthetically pleasing scar just down one lip. And within one fist, you can see he has this tattoo of these kind of little bolts of lightning along his fingertips. And he just flexes and says, "Hey, you just ruined our floor, Brick. How are you gonna pay for it?" He snaps his fingers and a little bit of fire kind of appears on his thumb. And they're like,
Rick will hand him a cabbage.
You reach out for a cabbage as the rest of you have to kind of like pull yourselves up out of the tunnel, and you're all standing in this large dojo now where everyone is standing. You guys notice that most of them do have a little tattoo on their neck. And they say, and the guy just says, "I don't like cabbage." And he does a roundhouse kick with fire on his foot and just explodes the cabbage, just kind of eviscerating it, sending it burning aside and scattering around. And he lands and says, "Hey, let's light him up." And everyone just
The
kind of
cabbages?
goes up, and you just hear them say, "Yeah, Scorch, get him!" And we're going to enter into a combat exchange now. So this is violence. So here we go. So how combat exchanges work? So if those of you are familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, there's no like initiative system in this. Everyone will be choosing a different approach in how they choose to initiate this exchange. They can either defend and maneuver, attack and advance, or evade and observe. And at the moment, there are a lot of baddies, a collapsed tunnel underneath you, and they all appear to be pretty aggressive. So, all that being said, step one, I will decide the approach for each of the NPCs and what they're doing. Step two, each of you will choose your approach. You can discuss amongst yourselves what it is you would like to do, or you can keep your choices secret. It's entirely up to you. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing, though.
I already know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna advance an attack.
I'm
Just
gonna
throw Scorch off his footing.
I'm gonna try to use the technique disorient with advanced attack.
Okay. Well, what I'm going to be doing is my ground shift ability, so that's evade and observe.
So you only choose your approach first, and then you will decide. You'll have to decide what technique you're going to use after you roll.
Okay.
So that's evade and observe.
Advanced attack.
Okay. So those are all that. And then Scorch is going to advance and attack. Group A, half of the lanterns are going to defend. The other half are going to evade and observe. Rose and Hua are both going to evade and observe.
I don't think we heard what Tet was gonna do.
I was gonna see if before like Hua does she look like on her reaction of seeing all of this going on, does she like recognize Scorch? Is there any sort of like energy going there?
Yeah, definitely. There is definitely a recognition, but it is not a positive one.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go into advance and attack.
Advance and attack.
That's what I wanted to check on.
Okay. Did any of you choose defend and maneuver?
Not yet.
No. Okay. So Group A, a group of these individuals, they all just take a fighting stance. There are a few earthbenders and a few firebenders amongst them. And they ready themselves. Okay, and that's good. All right, and now advancing and attacking. So, all of you who are advancing and attacking, you roll your 2d6, and if you are rolling with passion. A reminder,
Okay.
you are a few you are sitting at higher bonuses.
Yeah, it's plus
Oh,
4
right.
for me with this. Wonderful.
I think I only have a plus. Oh no, I do have a +2, so that puts me at a 10.
Nice. Okay, very good. So 10, you get to choose from the list where you can mark a fatigue to use a learned technique, use a practice technique, or 2 basic, or 1 mastered. Did anyone get less than? Do you get 6 or less?
Aye.
Okay,
Aye.
that's a miss. That means you stumble and you shift your balance away from center, and you can use 1 basic technique.
But it's optional.
Yeah, you don't have to, but yeah.
Oh, I don't have to.
You don't
shift
have to
my-
use a basic technique, but you do have to shift your balance away from center.
Okay. Let's see. Attack and advance. Basic technique. I'm gonna say. Hmm. Pressure. Impress or intimidate a foe. Choose an approach. Your foe cannot use that approach in the next challenge.
Okay, nice. Who are you trying to pressure?
Scorch.
All right, and which approach can't he use next turn?
Advance and attack.
And advance attack next turn. Okay, great. Okay. Can't attack. Okay, great. And then Brick, you're observing?
I'm evade and observe.
Observe. Okay, and then Tetley, what did you get?
All right, I got on the 10, so I am going to on a 10, I'm going to mark 1 fatigue to use a learned technique. And once I've used a learned technique successfully, it becomes a practiced technique.
Ooh.
So I'm going to use, and that's how you use your learned.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use rock column. Rock column is it pins a foe with a column of earth. It's
Oh,
going to
dang.
inflict impaired on the single combatant. And if they're already impaired, then they're trapped. But it will
Nice.
trap them. So I'm going to bring up a rock column right under Scorch and pin
Awesome.
him to the ceiling.
Okay.
And that will
Sounds good.
impair him.
Okay, so and impair does a little status.
He's slower off balance. He must mark 1 fatigue or take -2 to all physical actions. Oh no, for an
Choose one.
NPC, he uses 1 fewer technique.
1 fewer technique. Okay. So, and Kulak, were you also an attack? Advanced attack?
I was, yep. Advanced attack.
What did you roll?
I rolled a nice 8 with my plus
Okay.
4.
Nice. Okay, with an 8, so you can use 1 basic or 1 mastered technique.
Yeah. I'm going to Fireblade. So I'm gonna just wipe my hand out, and that will mark 2 fatigue and what? So if he's already impaired,
Mhm.
that what would that do?
Because does it normally give impaired?
Yes, yeah, gives impairs them.
Well, if they already have that status, then probably it would just be an additional 2 fatigue.
Okay.
Four
Yeah,
fatigue with only technical, yeah.
just swipe
Okay.
out like a blade of fire straight towards Scorch. Just to
Okay, nice.
keep him off his feet.
So he was bracing at the ready. He was kind of he was gearing up to do a spiral flare kick. Basically following up his other one, fire kind of curling around his legs and hands. The sudden blast of a earthen pillar just kind of impacts him right in the chest, sends him scorched, kind of flying into the air towards the wall. However, the earthbenders who had chosen to be readied are going to basically counter that and bash aside the column as Scorch is flying through the air, and he catches himself and with your strike there marks off an additional fatigue onto him, and he has to use 1 fewer technique. So instead of the spiral flare kick, he is going to go to. He's just going to throw out a breath of fire. So from above, he just lets out a deep inhale and lets out this scorching fire across the ground. So, all right. So 3 of you all chose to attack him. So all 3 of you, you either retreat away and become impaired, or you suffer 2 fatigue and become doomed as you catch fire. So either you back away from him, or you and take the impaired status, or you suffer 2 fatigue and become doomed.
What is doomed?
Doomed is you keep losing fatigue, I think. You mark 1 fatigue at the
Yeah.
beginning of each exchange. Yeah.
I'll take impaired over that. Yeah.
I'll take him. Shoot. I might not be able to.
And impaired is you mark 1 fatigue or take -2 to all physical actions.
Yeah, I'll just take a fatigue to clear it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. The fire blasts out as he kind of lands onto the ground, kind of steadying himself. And he just kind of goes, all right, we got a fight on our hands. And the others, now we're going to dip into the evade. All of those who evaded and observing. So we've got a few of the firebenders who are going to just kind of shift around and essentially have closed off any of the exits. They've kind of either laid down a wall of fire or created difficult terrain with some earth bending. Rose is going to bolster Hua, and Hua is going to she's going to create. Oh yeah, I think fan the flames. Yeah, so is just going to essentially burn the flames around her. So the fire that kind of just got expelled around, and then just kind of gain these kind of curls of fire up her arms on both of them and kind of around her feet. And she has empowered herself for the next 2 exchanges. And Brick, roll your 2d6.
I did. I rolled a 3.
Plus
Yeah,
2?
plus 2.
Okay. So that's a 5. So that is still that's a miss.
Yep.
So that means you can use 1 basic. Or no. A miss is you can stumble, so you shift 1 away from center of your balance, and then you can use 1 basic technique.
Okay, so
But you're only shifted if you do.
Oh, I see. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can stumble, so you can either not do anything, but if you want to still use a basic evade technique, you just have to move your balance away 1 from center.
I think I'm just gonna go ahead and let Brick just kind of stumble a little bit. All the fires coming up, he's just trying to dance away and flip back so that I don't have to move that balance.
Okay, awesome. All right, that's exchange 1. Exchange 2 begins because no one has been taken out. And now we enter into the second exchange, where I will decide what all of my peeps are doing. Scorch is unable to use the advance and attack approach this go. Okay. And you all can decide what it is you would like to do. You can discuss amongst yourselves which approach you are taking to try and coordinate, or we can just move forward.
I've got to advance and attack again.
Oh, when I did the evade thing, no,
Mhm.
never mind. It said something about removing 1 fatigue, but that's only if I hit, right?
If you hit,
Yeah,
yes.
that's what I thought. Okay.
But all
no,
evade and
sorry, no.
observes clear
Yeah.
free fit.
You do
fatigue
clear
Oh,
1
for free.
fatigue just for
Perfect.
taking that, and then you roll.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay then.
I will attempt to evade and observe.
Okay, nice.
I'm actually doing the same. I still want to try to keep doing what I'm doing.
Mhm.
I'm gonna fall out of direct combat. I'm sorry, Kulak, and use my move of Watchful Fighter, where I carefully watch someone's fighting style to figure him out a bit before I attack.
Is that an evade observe?
No, it's out of the combat,
Oh,
so I
fascinating.
step out of it for just a
Okay.
second.
Oh, so you're not in this exchange essentially.
Yep,
Got you.
I'll use mine instead.
Okay.
I thought techniques
So
were
it's
only in combat.
evade, and then Kulak, you're attacking?
I am, yep.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, the two gang groups are both going to attack. Scorch is going to defend, and Rose and QA are both going to defend. So that being said, we deal with those who defended, which is going to be Scorch, and none of y'all did that. So Scorch is going to wall run. So he kind of, as he hits the ground and kind of moves around, jets increase on kind of burn up into his hands, and he kicks up onto the wall and scrapes across it and lunges over, and has now landed and engaged with I'm gonna say Brick. With you can so let me double check. Disengaging with the foes in your origin, engaging with any foes at your destination. Okay, so you all are pretty close together, so I'm gonna say that he is jumping in to engage with I'm gonna say Brick and Kulak. So you two can mark 3 fatigue to block this, or he is now engaged with you and is up close and will be able to, get you next turn.
Not going to mark 3 fatigue for that.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
That's a lot.
So he scorches across the side, kicks off the wall, slams down with a plume of fire and heat around him, and and just smirks. All right, things are heating up. And that's it. And then for Hue, she is going to is going to do a flame charge. Hurtle at your foe with enormous speed and force. Choose a foe you're not currently engaged with. You become engaged with them. They become impaired, and you become favored. So Hua is going to blast forward towards one of the groups that was blocking one of the doors, one of the doorways. She blasts in, sends a bunch of them kind of scorched off to the side, and they kind of stumble away, and they're like, "Whoa, Hua, what are you doing?" And Rose is going to kind of follow behind, and she's sensing the environment, giving herself the favored condition, so that she will have less likely time taking any damage on the next go about. Okay, those are all the defenders, and now we deal with the attackers. Starting with Kulak. Roll your for attacking. You're rolling with passion.
Yep, so it's just +1. Ugh. That could be worse. Okay, so that's an 8. So I use one basic or master technique.
Right.
I'm going to use Fireball Barrage. Just as he kind of runs off the wall and is firing down towards us, just start throwing handfuls of fire straight towards him. Mark 1 fatigue, inflict 1 fatigue on your target, +1 fatigue for each attack made against them this exchange, which is none, but +1 fatigue for each negative status they currently have.
Okay, nice. So he doesn't currently have any negative statuses on him because he burnt through the impaired condition. So he does bat aside the fireballs you send at him. He does take the fatigue though. So he's starting to sweat. He's definitely, you can see that he's getting worn down by the action already, but he's still ready and raring to go. And now we have the gangs, the groups, I should say. So 1 second here. Okay, so they're going to reach in and strike at y'all. So one of the groups is going to attack Hue and Rose. But the other group is going to go after Tetley and Artos. So you both can either take a condition or mark 2 fatigue.
I'll take a condition of angry.
Okay, nice. They hurl kind of like they pepper these kind of riddling shots of rocks towards you, kind of impacting across your side, as others send little waves of fire kind of scorching across the side of you. Artos, 2 fatigue or a condition.
He's angry.
All right.
Yeah.
Both of you are angry now. Okay. So that is the defender as the attackers, and so now we have the evasion, evade and observe. So those of you who chose that, you can recover 1 fatigue, and then you roll with creativity or harmony.
I didn't know you could recover. How do you? It won't let me unclick the fatigue.
You click the number where it should be
Oh,
instead. Yeah.
I have 1 fatigue and it won't let me make that 1
hit the
fatigue go away.
reset. Hit the reset next to fatigue.
Oh, okay.
Okie dokie. So yeah, what do we get there, Brick?
Brick rolled a 7.
Okay, have all the bonuses been spent now?
I think I might have a +1 floating from Owen, so that would give it an 8.
Okay.
And that evens me out.
All right, so that I think that's it then.
What do
All
I
of the
roll with-
all of the donation bonuses have been spent. Now we're rolling with just yourselves. So that's an 8. So 1 basic or 1 master technique.
Okay, so I would like to. So so if I have to do a basic or a mastered, that means I can't use it learned. Is that correct?
Correct.
Darn, that's the one I wanted.
Yeah, to use a learned, you have to get 10 or higher.
Okay, so then I think what I would like to do, I think I would like to bolster. Let's see, aid or impede a nearby character, inflicting an appropriate status. So I would like to bolster Tetley by bringing up some stonework to kind of give her a ramp to do whatever they're about to do next.
So I would say that's either prepared or favored.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Um, and then Artos, what did you get for your roll? Oh
3.
no, another miss.
Ugh.
Okay.
I'll
Well,
take
that's
prepared.
okay. Prepared. Okay, nice. Okay, so that is so you can either stumble and so either do nothing, or you can use a basic technique by shifting your balance 1 away from center again.
That'll put me 1 away from teetering all the way over. Screw it. Over. Evade.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna say test balance.
You're gonna test your balance. Okay. So you recenter. So you'd mark 1 fatigue, which you just got by taking this. To challenge and engage foe's balance. Ask what their principle is, and you must answer honestly. Okay. So I presume this is Scorch.
Yes.
You wanna get his principle? His principle is pride.
Oh, that's
Oh.
handy.
Makes sense.
Okay. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Uh, you are all still standing. Scorch is, a little sweaty. A few of the other gangs have kind of come in. Hue has taken out like 2 people. So there's still quite a few left. But there's still a lot of action left in place. We are back to the top of the round.
Okay. Can I do Tetley's thing first?
Oh, please, so sorry. Do
Thank
your
you. That's
thing.
okay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so Tetley, we have a move that is it's called Watchful Fighter. It's one of my playbook moves is the Outcast.
Mm.
So, when you carefully watch someone else's fighting style, so she's watching Scorch and now hearing that he's all about pride, but just watching how Scorch is moving. So I'm going to roll with creativity, and we'll see what I learn.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, I got a 9, and I have a +1, right?
That's a 10, yeah.
So I have a 10.
Nice.
So on a
Alright.
10, I can hold 3. So I can use the 3 individual holds anytime in the next while. And I can use them anytime. So one of the things I can do is become favored against that person or fighting style.
Okay.
And so I'm going to start with that as I'm going to become favored against Scorch.
Ooh, okay, okay.
So now I can kind of do some extra stuff against Scorch. So I'll use that one, and then I'll save the rest for the rest of the.
Awesome. Okay, so are you favored and prepared now?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. All right.
Nice.
Start of the next exchange. Scorch gearing up, getting ready. All of you can choose your approaches.
To attempt to evade and observe again.
That's an
Uh,
attack.
I will defend and maneuver. I need to get out of here.
Let's go get him.
I haven't attacked yet. I'll go ahead and attack Scorch. Why not?
Okay. Okay. Did everyone pick their approach?
Hmm.
Okay. Scorch is attacking. Group A is attacking, Group B is defending, and Rose and Hewitt are attacking. From the lot of you, we start off with those who chose to defend and maneuver. Was that anyone?
That was me.
Good luck.
Defend maneuver is focus, so that's a -1,
Okay.
which is great because I'm already rolling so well.
Hey!
That one's a 9.
Hey!
9! Okay, so one basic or one mastered technique from the defend category.
I only have the basic mastered ones. I think I'll just move to a new location. I just jets of fire shoot out, and I just blast like 20 feet back, just getting out
Nice.
of the way.
Awesome. Are you're just moving away from where Scorch is?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. All right. And now, so for the defenders, there is one of the others who are going to, they're just going to set themselves up. These are the B ones. They're gonna go after you, Kulak. So you bounced away from
Oh no.
Scorch. But they like, hey, get that guy. And so three of them just kind of run on over and kind of leap forward. And as you land, you got away from Scorch, but you have moved into the throng now of the Paper Lantern gang. You can mark a fatigue if you would like to block their movement here.
I am a 3 out of 5. I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Okay. All right. You are now engaged with half of the group. We move on to advancing and attacking. So those of you who chose to do so, you are rolling with passion. Hey, 10, nice, which means you can
Heck
choose
yeah.
one. So you can mark a fatigue to use a learned technique, to make it a basic, to make it a practice technique. You can use a practice technique or a mastered.
Well, I'm going to use the strike, and I'm also going to go ahead and mark one fatigue to hammer them with my blows, forcing Scorch to mark 2 fatigue, or strike where they're weak, inflicting it. Yeah, I'm just going to hit. I want 2 fatigue on him.
2 fatigue. Boom, boom. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You just see these 2 little stone fists come up, boom, boom, one right after the other against this dude's jaw.
He gets cracked in the rib. The next one catches him in the face, and he winces, and kind of braces himself there. Was there anyone else attacking?
Yes.
All right, Tetley.
I rolled a 6, but I'm prepared, so I'm going to clear prepared to take a +1, making it a 7.
Awesome.
I don't think I had anything else. And so with a 7, I can do a single basic or mastered technique. So I'm going to do a tremor strike. So where exactly is my dear friend
Scorch?
Scorch? Yeah.
Well, he's kind of right beside Brick. They're kind of locked in combat near where the entrance of the tunnel was. That's the collapsed tunnel. But yeah,
Okay, perfect.
kind of the middle of the dojo, essentially.
Individual foes engaged with me. Okay, perfect. So right,
Remember, I bolstered you.
yeah, and I'm not with any foes. Okay, perfect. Yes, thank you. So I'm gonna bring down so Tetley is just gonna kind of bring her fist straight down, kind of an Avengers Land, boom, and send out these just shockwave tremors.
Ooh, okay.
So on a tremor strike, I strike the ground with force. Ooh, I have to mark 2 fatigue to do that. I can't do that. I take that back. I
Oh,
can't do
no.
that. I don't have enough fatigue.
Oh, okay.
So instead, I've got other attacks I can do. So I will do
you
instead
can-
the regular. Go
So
ahead.
you can mark a condition instead of fatigue. Like you can like if you max out your fatigue, you gain a condition
Yeah,
instead.
that's true. Yeah, I'll do that. Fuck it.
Okay.
It's a game. It's a game. So yeah, I'll bring it down and just yeah, because I think I like that. So bring it down. And it's any individual foes engaged with me are going to suffer 2 fatigue
Ooh.
and are knocked to the ground, becoming impaired.
Ooh, okay. Impaired.
I don't have any groups, so he's the individual.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
And then because I am favored, I'm also going to choose an additional basic or master technique. And I know that you can't do 2 of the same in a round, but I'm
Right.
going to also do, I'm going to follow it up by a regular strike.
Okay, awesome.
So then I'm going to, as I hit the ground, it's going to also send these shockwaves up, which are going to hit some rocks, and it's going to bring up like a bunch of like pebbles of rocks that I'm just going to, as they bounce up, I'm going to grab them and just shoot them all scatter shot, and strike him.
He gets pelted across the side. He gets flung to the ground, impacting. Spit kind of just flies out of his mouth as he gets rocked by the kind of the wombo combo of these earthbenders. He hits the ground and kind of digs his elbow in and spits out some blood and kind of wipes his face up. He is looking messed up. But he's not out of the fight yet, and he also chose to attack. You see,
well, he gets to take that 2 fatigue or a condition or shifting his balance with that strike. So
2 fatigue or a condition. He's gonna take the he's definitely gonna do a condition here.
okay, perfect.
Yeah, so he is now he's he's now angry. And he grits his teeth. He's going to burn another fatigue to get rid of the impaired status.
Okay.
And he kicks himself up and he says, I haven't had a fight like this in a while. And as he kind of steals himself forward, you see lightning snap in his eyes and course down across his body. And he points out and is going to gesture forward and is going to send a lightning blast forward. This is going to be what can he do here?
I still have 2 more holds, so as I see him doing it, if it's cool, because we're still engaged, I'm gonna warn my ally about the fighting style and mark one of the other 2 that he's aiming at is prepared.
Okay.
Can't do it to me, but I can do it to one of my friends.
He was shooting it at Brick.
Okay, I'll do it for Brick.
Okay.
So that's the second of my hold. So Brick, you're now prepared as I'm like, watch out.
Sweet.
So he is going to mark 2 fatigue for himself to shoot this blast of lightning at Brick to deal 4 fatigue to you.
Now, can I take a condition to clear that?
So how much fatigue do you have right now?
1.
So yeah, you would just take all 4 fatigue then. So now anytime you would take fatigue, you get a condition instead.
Gotcha.
So Brick, you get bolted right in the chest. The lightning crackles around you. You steam and you sizzle as you feel for a moment like your heart almost stops. And you see Scorch is standing. He's teetering. He is sweating. He's cut up in a lot of places. He's breathing heavily. But Brick is still standing from a lightning blast, and he's like,
Lightning doesn't work on stone.
He's grounded.
Heck yeah. Well, you're gonna all right, Brick. Oh no, so okay, these guys are going to attack Hua, and so the group around Hua and Rose are going to attack them, but they are also going to attack back. So there is a flurry. Rose actually She kicks one of the fighters kind of right in the knee, just surprising him kind of from that sudden strike. He drops to the ground just as Hua's foot kicks him right in the jaw, sending him pinwheeling kind of backwards and landing onto his face and sliding away as Hue herself sends out just kind of a barrage of fire, just peppering through and taking out a few more. The two of them together look like they're a pretty decent team. They are kind of keeping at each other's backs, and they are fighting in tandem. Hue obviously looks like she's much more experienced in combat. Rose is kind of winging it and doing as best she can. Did anyone choose the evade and observe?
That'd be me.
All right. Recover 1 fatigue, and then roll with your roll with creativity or harmony.
I mean, it is.
Hey,
10!
there we go. There we
Nice.
go. Very nice. Very nice. 10. Okay, awesome. So that means you can mark a fatigue to use a learn technique, use a practice technique, or use a mastered technique. Or you could, if you wanted, use 2 different basic techniques.
I'm gonna use smooth stride. Prepare to move quickly while cutting the air around you, limiting wind resistance, allowing you to move even faster. Mark 1 fatigue and become prepared and favored. As long as you remain prepared or favored in this combat, you will move terrifically quickly and suffer one fatigue fewer on any incoming attacks. If you mark a condition, this effect ends.
Okay, nifty. Heck yeah. How does this look like? What does this look like as you just kind of cut through the air with your body?
Starts spinning around and generates a whirlwind of air around him, and with keeping he almost begins to float above the ground a little bit as he moves around the dojo, keeping people at arm's distance away.
Heck yeah. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. Half of the gang members have been taken out. By either fire or errant rocks. Scorch is on his last legs. It doesn't look like he's got much left in him. But a few of you are also feeling the strain here. So we enter
A little bit.
into another exchange. I will decide what the NPCs are doing. Each of you may decide what your approach is. You can, of course, discuss amongst yourselves. But yeah, you guys decide your approach.
I think. Go ahead.
I think it might be best to just attack Scorch. That's what I'm gonna do. Or, well, unless y'all think we should just do something a little different.
I still really want to try this ground shift, so I was thinking evade and observe.
That too. I need to catch my breath.
Yeah, I'm fatigued, so.
I'm gonna attack Scorch as well.
Okay, so that's 2 attacks and 2 evade and observes. Okay. So that means we're starting with those who chose to defend. Which is what Scorch decided to do. So he braces himself. He sees like a few of you kind of turning on him, and he you just see kind of lightning crackling around one fist. You see the heat waves just kind of writhe around him, and it looks like he is just ready. He's kind of bracing himself to strike back should anything target him. Everyone else is attacking. So let's get to that.
Oh no.
We'll start with Kulak, you are surrounded by the Paper Lantern Gang. There's about 5 of them around you, and Artos, you have just maneuvered yourself away from engaged with Scorch. So you two, you are advancing and attacking. So you roll with passion.
Yep.
Okay.
So let's see, +1
we
for
just
me.
got a $50 donation, which will clear 2 fatigue or a condition from a player. So whoever needs that the most, you can clear 2 fatigue or a condition.
Gulak, you have 5.
Not yet. I'm only at 3.
Okay, well, I'm at 5.
I believe it's Brick that's at 5. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Go
at
for it
5.
then.
Definitely.
All right, nice.
I meant 5 people on Kulak, but
Yeah, Brick, you
Oh,
do.
yeah.
yeah.
I'll
Brick,
be
you get a
fair.
little bit of a second win for yourself. You kind of
Yay.
steal yourself down, and you feeling a little refocused.
Well, thank you for that donation.
Okay, so Kulak and Artos, both of you roll with passion.
I got a 10.
Nice.
I got a 12.
Ooh, okay. That's real good.
Nice.
Bum. Okay.
Which it's up to you to decide which thing you'd like to do. Because you do get 10, you can use 2 different basic techniques if you want, or a mastered technique. You can mark 1 fatigue if you want to use one of your learned techniques to make it into a practice technique. But it's up to you. Whoever would like to go first.
I'd like to utilize my favored, which allows me to choose an additional basic or mastered technique in the next exchange.
Okay, yeah, great.
Would that be this one or the
That would be
following
this one because that was
Okay.
because it was given to you. Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to okay. I'm gonna strike at the first one.
Right.
Forcing them to mark 2 fatigue, mark a condition, or shift their balance away from center, their choice. I
Okay.
can mark 1 fatigue to instead choose to hammer them with my blows, forcing them to mark 2 fatigue or strike where they are weak, inflicting a condition. I will take a fatigue and have them strike where they are weak and inflict a condition.
Okay. Okay. He's now angry and foolish. However, he did have retaliate. So as you, what does this look like as you strike out at him?
As Artos is spinning around with the air around him, he lifts up one leg and starts to spin and hits Scorch multiple times with his roundhouse kick.
Nice. The first impact kind of sends Scorch spinning around. However, his own back fist comes around and catches you right in the side, taking one fatigue for yourself.
I take 1 less fatigue because of smooth stride.
Oh, amazing! So he swings at you, but the wind you just kind of dodge right around it like an airbender would.
Yes, and then my second attack, I'll strike him again. I'll mark 1 fatigue and
It has to be a different. I think.
a different one.
A different.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't use the same basic techniques.
Okay. Then I will pressure. Pressure. Choose an approach. The foe cannot choose to use that approach in the next challenge. Advance and attack.
He can't attack
No, wait.
next. Okay.
Well, Yeah, he can't attack next turn.
Okay. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Heck yeah. Okay. Very good. That leaves for Kulak. What did you get? You got 10?
Yep, I got 10.
Okay.
So I'm going to use 2 techniques as well. I'm going to not strike. Where's the other one? Smash. And just hit the ground. There's just a burst of flame. And I think Mark 1 to destroy or destabilize something in the environment. I think just set the kind of pillars holding the dojo up. Just set them on fire.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
To just throw a little chaos in the mix.
Great.
And then I'm gonna fireball barrage at Scorch again. Just ignoring the people that are surrounding me and just firing off more
Amazing.
more blasts straight at Scorch.
Okay, so how many fatigue does that mark him?
Ba, ba, ba. 1 plus another fatigue for each attack made against in this exchange, so that's another 2. Plus 1 fatigue for each negative status they currently have.
Oh,
So however
gosh.
many of those. So it's at
Okay.
least 3 plus however many statuses he
Okay,
has.
so yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
here what I'll say is first you do have to mark a
Wow.
fatigue because he does get a retaliate strike off, but please describe your finishing blow.
Nice.
Yeah, just the pillars burning around kind of everyone, and yeah, just fires off, and the others kind of back off a little, and Kulak just starts running towards Scorch. Yeah, and then just sweeps his leg out from underneath him.
Amazing. He does manage to gets one scorch upwards, which does just kind of singe you across the chest and a little bit, burning some of your clothes. And he hits back onto the side of the ground, and he's just out cold. And there's a lot. I mean, everyone else is still fighting, so there is people rush out and they try to overwhelm a few of you. Let me just see here. Over. What? Oh, there we go. Okay, they strike at y'all. So, everyone on the field, because there are enough of them, you guys can each either mark 1 fatigue or gain 1 condition as they send out a last-ditch, very stressed-out fire bolts, as well as kind of sending some destabilizing rocks around you. But I will say they are all definitely shook that Scorch got brought down. There's like a visible oh no, what do we do? As Hua also is going to just smack another one in the gut with a plume of flame. And Rose is going to kind of roll off of her girlfriend's back with a little roundhouse kick and just plunked take out another one. There are only 4 guys left standing.
Awesome.
Well, in this case, with the kind of their commander here having been taken out, the building on fire, there has certainly immediately become a bit of a change in priority amongst the gang. The few remaining firebenders just oh no, and they kind of reach up and they start trying to draw the heat away. Hua stomps her foot and blasts open the doors and kind of glances back to the lot of you. Unless you guys wish to engage in the remaining people, you guys can get the heck out of here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Arcos will
Get
be
out
the
of
last
dodge.
one out because he's at +3 toward action. With the doors still open, he's going to turn around and blast the inside of the dojo with air to increase the fire.
Increase the fire.
Oh no.
Okay. Roll.
You get more oxygen.
Roll with that balance, please.
We are gonna
Roll
screw
2d6, and
them up.
you where are you at with action? You said +3.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 2d6 plus 3. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, 12.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
The fire, despite the few who are trying to kind of keep to subdue the flames and save the pillars, the wind just suddenly gale force just bursts in here, scattering a few of the people around, sending pebbles and rocks and stuff flying around. The fire catches a hold of a different pillar and on some of the paper in the other room, and an inferno begins to become kind of a light here in the dojo, as you turn and join your friends. You guys run and you rush away from this dojo, unfortunately, which is likely not going to survive the next few minutes. As you guys rush and Rose and Hue are panting, and you kind of get over to near where the docks are, and they stumble and they just kind of they're breathing very heavily and just kind of holding on to each other. Hue kind of wraps Rose in a hug, and they both just laugh. They have that shaky laugh of like, oh my god, I can't believe that just happened. Oh, whoa.
Yeah, I think I just got onto that gang's shit list.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Brick feels guilty. We burned down the place.
I don't.
I had to take the guilty
Yeah.
condition.
Yeah, I've got guilty and troubled. So
They'll
Hey,
rebuild.
maybe that wasn't the
It's
best
fine.
idea.
They'll rebuild. It's fine. They have enough people.
Hue
Yeah, but there
wraps
are other buildings nearby.
her arms around Rose and just kind of kisses her on the forehead and is like, "All right, okay, I think we can get a boat here, and we can get out of here." Then she kind of looks to the four of you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey,
Welcome.
Rose kind of is going to turn as well and kind of stand up and kind of wipe some of the sweat from her nose. She's sweating and, she's singed a little. She managed to avoid any significant damage from the fight. But her clothes have been kind of scorched with fire on the side, so there's some burn marks. Some of her clothing, which was very nice, has been torn up from shrapnel. And so she would just say, I know my mom wanted you all to come get me, and thank you so much for that.
And Detective Zimming.
yeah, I'll
Oh.
talk to your mom. That's fine.
Thanks.
You
I
sure you
don't-
want to stay in the city with that whole gang after us?
Hue would be like,
We'll stay.
oh, hey, I mean, if we all charter a boat, it'd be easier for a group of us.
I was kind of thinking that because I'm not really inclined to have an entire gang after me.
I've always wanted to see what's outside Republic City. Why not?
Oh,
What do you think, Brick? You want to
Adventure's always good.
go check
See
out
new
a boat?
places.
Brick's never been on a boat before.
Yeah.
sounds like a yes. Okay. With that being said, you guys venture into the docks. It's not too hard to find a captain willing to transport you guys out of Republic City with a hefty exchange of coins, a little hand of gold, smooth things out a real nice long way, and venturing onto the ship. I'll just turn once more to each of you. What are each of your characters' kind of final thoughts? What's the kind of the little scene that we each see of our characters either looking back to Republic City or looking ahead to the future? Tet Lee, please.
Tet Lee is sitting on the back of the boat, so maybe she should be last, but she's just on the back of the boat as the boat's like pulling out of the harbor and her legs are kind of kicking off the side. And she just waves and says, "Bye, Mrs. Ruby Hart. We found your daughter." And then we went with her.
Artos, what about you?
he would be at the bowsprit, standing there, arms crossed, looking at the horizon. Excellent, nice adventure. I cannot wait.
Kulak, what do we see for you?
I think just sitting with Rose. Just well, I guess I won't tell your mom, but I'll still. We told her we'd keep you safe, so I guess we're doing the job after all.
And lastly, Brick, where do we see you?
Brick is somewhere in the center of the boat as we're sailing. He's pulled some stone up from the mud and has made a little bowl. And oddly enough, there are those two same marbles that he had been playing with previously. And he is working really, really hard to try to explain how to play this game with a bunch of the sailors that are on there.
Right.
But unfortunately, Brick has no concept of what to do other than throw it in the bowl. So it's really not working too well.
There are looks of confusion and chuckles all around. We see the ship sailing out of Republic City, the sun sinking in the horizon as our adventurers carry on for another day. But that will be the end of our little story.
Woohoo!
Fun time. Fun time.
Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for playing. Once again, I am GM Jojo. You can find me on the socials, G_M_Jojo. That's on most socials, also on Twitch. I will be streaming all week, so come check me out. And that's that. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Doodles.
I think. Are we still up?
Owen
Are we still up?
and
Maybe.
Are we still
working.
shaking?
For ya.
There you go. Blair can do his transition.
I've got you
I like
transition in with them.
Bye,
Okay.
everybody.
Thank you, everyone, for the awesome
Bye.
session.
Bye.
Let's just keep waving and
Awesome.
smiling, everybody. Come on.
Smile and wave.